A lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago. Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause the
sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
My gosh, AR. Good morning, everybody. How are ya? Let me get to the top of the list. Good morning, Harmony and Gail. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Hellfire. Good morning, Amber Chick. Good morning, AR, my night buddy. Good morning, Polly. Good morning, Bish. Good morning, Bella. Jade, Kim. Good morning, Janine and Janie. Did I say good morning, Jade? Good morning, Jade. Good morning, Hedgie. Let's see. Good morning, Bug Love. Good morning, Irma and Brandy. Good morning, Brown and Anna Lynn. Lisa. If I say your name twice, I apologize. Well, I shouldn't apologize. No, I'm not apologizing. Good morning, Casey. Good morning, Tracy. It's good to see you. Good morning, Peach Cobbler. I think we're getting there. Let's see. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Cowboy. Good morning, Olga, Bella, Billy. Good morning, everybody. Janie, welcome to the Dammit. Thank you for becoming a member. What was I say? Okay, I'm really moving slow this morning, guys. I didn't get to sleep till what? After 3, AR? And God bless you, you're still up. Say my name, Anna Lynn. I had a late nap yesterday and screwed me all the heck up. But AR is such a night owl. She stayed up with me until I got sleepy, which wasn't until after 3. So I literally got like 2 hours sleep. So this morning I'm really dragging. I have a cheap Android phone, but I spent $1,400 to get my cat's teeth removed because they... What, Lisa? You mean you spent money on your animals instead of making a selfish purchase for yourself? What? Good morning, PR. All right, I got my Dammit doll in my hand. So if I get mad today, watch out. I am working, guys, on crocheting a Dammit doll. Thank you, Sean, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Dammit. Oh, you gifted one. Thank you so much. Who got that? Bella. Welcome back to the Dammit, Bella. It is finally Friday. No more fake Friday. Right, Annalyn? A good fur mom? What? Good morning, Glam. Oh, Sean, thank you so much for gifting another membership. Welcome back to the Dammit, Gail. You want to see Danny? I told AR last night, I said, I don't know. I said, when I showed myself, I got a lot of, we missed the fox. So I said, maybe I don't ever have to cam up again. Sometimes I feel bad for never, camming up, even though I'm thankful that y'all love the fox. So did y'all see, first of all, anybody keeping track of this Milkychaai? Milky, I think that's how you say it, right? Milkychaai. Anybody watching that mess? So she is the one, and I will share links. Good morning, Summer. Um, I will share links, but she is the one that has been doing pretty much the reaction channel's jobs on TikTok. Bringing to light, she has watched her for like 4 years. Sean, thank you so much. Summer, welcome to the Dammit. So she has watched her for like 4 years, and so she has basically been bringing to light to TikTok all the things that, we know of Chantel. Good morning, Throdian. Good morning, Camby. The animal abuse and other things. I just saw the notification. I want to make this bigger. So she has been putting really good short videos on TikTok. I'm going to try to share them all onto my Instagram. I know a bunch of you saw it on my Instagram and liked it. Good morning, Julianne. Good morning, it's all Jan. So I'm going to try to share the rest of those out, but I think we were going to watch those during stream today. Foodie is not, of course she is not having it. She's not happy. Apparently Milkychaai already got struck on TikTok. She hasn't been allowed on TikTok. I think it's like 3-day or something. But last night she was allowed to come back to TikTok. But yeah, so she already struck her. She's not happy that she's bringing all this stuff to light on TikTok. Good morning, Maritza. I can't believe I forgot to say happy St. Patrick's Day. I have it up on the screen, but thank you guys. Happy St. Patty's Day. I miss the old days when my littles were little. We used to do like leprechaun traps, and we would kind of like you do with Easter baskets, we would get them just little things on St. Patty's Day, and we'd have like a trail of the gold coins leading them to, their treats or whatever. I miss those days. She is Julianne. I love her. And I think a lot of people really do too. Right, cowboy? She's not too happy these days. I mean, thankfully, I've never been hated on here. Good morning, Fish. But I think at some point I would just start ignoring it. If it is taking that big of a toll on your mental health and it's ruining your mood, then just ignore it. If it's lies, you shouldn't care what's being said. You know who you are, right? Okay, Sultry, no problem. If anyone is going to do TikToks about foodie, make a separate account. Do not use your main. That's a good idea, Hellfire. Let me put that up on the screen. I have no idea how TikTok works. Like zero, none. And but I need to figure it out so that I have so many things archived that, my arsenal has got quite a bit, but I have no idea how to put it anywhere, or at least on TikTok. Good morning, Nene and Maggie. Wait till she sees the new 2.5-hour expose on her by now. Oh, there's another one? Oh, no. We're going to be here all day. All right, knock, knock. It's Karma. Well, we can always, I'll tell you guys what I have lined up today. So I have Chantel's video that she did to Missy Moo. Then I have Missy Moo's reaction video pulled up. And then I have Milk Tea. I have her Twitter pulled up and her TikTok. I figured we could watch the videos that she does have on TikTok. I was a talk show host back in the early 2000s. People would call the phone line and abuse me live on air. There will always be people that exactly. Right, Lisa? And you know what? I think I'm becoming more tolerant of that too because I used to totally be the type I couldn't stand it if somebody didn't like me. And to be quite honest, that was one of my goals with doing a YouTube channel was to get better with that, and I'm definitely getting better with that. It's just human nature. You're not going to click with everybody. Chantel is trying to play whack-a-mole and she'll never win. Good morning, Raptor. I watched that last night. It's a must-see video. Knock, knock, did. Okay, great. We'll do that. I'm good with that. And then if we have time, we'll do some other ones. Sorry, guys, we have not done the TikTok, the Twitch between TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. I'm stumbling all over my words, but we did not do the Twitch hangout yet. We were going to do it last night, and then I had some stuff happen that just interfered. But excuse me, guys. Good morning, Mary and Carlotta. But we may do it tonight. If not tonight, I'm sure we'll figure something out. It's just been hard to get. There's like 7 of us. It's been hard to get us all together at the same time. Good morning, Harley. Miss you. That darn work. Always interfering. You'll always have that, Harley. Oh, thank you, Billy. That means a lot, really. Let me pull up Knock Knock. It's Karma. Well, I'm going to do the Milky videos that she has on her TikTok. So she has 4 of them. I've not watched, and I mean to. I want to watch the rest of her videos. And I haven't yet, but I'm confused why there's... So if I go... See, I don't really know much about... Oh, there we go. All right, I got it now. I was wondering why there was videos under there that weren't by her. Okay, so this one is the first one.
This is Chantel.
Would you like to hear about her racism? We don't have to start yet, though. I like when we just... She's naked of her wrench? What? Where is she? I don't see her. Probably... Oh, there she is. Probably... Okay, got you. Hold on, AR. If it says that I unmod you, AR, I'm fixing it. Hold on. I want to add. There you go. You are good now. Good morning, Pink. Oh. I'm trying to think. Do I have it in the outro? No, I don't think I have it in the outro, huh? Just in the intro. She said last night, that's what Milky said. I missed her live. I mean, I was in there for, I think, the end of it, or maybe a little bit in the middle. I had such a crazy day yesterday. I wasn't really able to sit to watch anything. Okay, you're both fixed. We're all just jaybirds this week. Good morning, Lilith. I've run amok. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Somebody's in their birthday suit. Put your cameras away, guys. At least nobody paid a guy for a Whopper. I hope you slept well last night, Lilith. Me and AR were... Well, I don't think AR has been to bed yet. I was up till after 3 and woke up at 5:30. Right, Jan? She literally is so delusional that she thinks she can go to another platform and all will be forgotten. And TikTok is so much better about taking down like bully content. Fish. I love the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil monkeys. A whopper while naked sounds delicious. I figured you had an AR. Oh, her sleep patterns are crazy, PR. Sala acts like he's her Uber driver around others. I don't know, you guys. Sala's getting a little creepier and creepier to me. I took a nap yesterday, Summer, but it was like in the evening and it screwed me all up. So I was up till 3:30 or so in the morning. Oh, really, Brandy? I don't know what the heck the problem has been. I wouldn't be surprised if you stripped. Oh, stop, Harley. No, real life comes first always, you know. See, okay, for me, guys, moderators, it's more about like trust than you having to be here every single stream. There's just, people you have a stronger connection with or whatever. And you have to really trust whoever you mod. So that's my biggest thing is trusting who I give that wrench to. Good morning, need some Z's. Yeah, Janie, the whole thing with Missy Moo, I was like, is she just trying to distract us? I kind of felt like she was trying to distract us, and change the narrative. But good morning, Sarah. But I don't know because going out at Missy Moo was also outing the whole animal abuse thing. So she was keeping it going by going at Missy Moo. She really is, Z's. I agree. And trust. Exactly, Arrow. It's good, Harley. Foodie is the most bothered person ever. Yes, Mary, I've been very blessed with those that have, stuck behind me. Foodie said in one of her lives that he sees her as a trophy because of her Huh? She's a trophy wife because of her size? I mean, if he's a feeder and, there are men, men and women alike that like bigger, men or women. So I guess that could be considered a trophy wife, right? If that's what you're looking for and that's what you find most attractive. It actually, Carlotta, I see your point because I feel bad sometimes when I mod because I'm not always talkative in chat. Just here, listen to this, cowboy. Since you're here. I'm not always super talkative in chat. I stay in chat when I'm a mod and watch the chat and everything. But for me, when it's finally time that I get to sit down and enjoy a stream, it's kind of like my break and I've been typing and talking all day, right? So I'm just kind of like ready to chill. I'm there, I'm watching, I'm moderating, but I may not be the most talkative. Good morning, Jessica. Morning, Jarella. Oh, absolutely, Polly. I think it already is. I don't think she's keeping house as much these days. Like a prize heifer. Missy Moo needs to find a new community to slide into. No one. I know. That dawned on me too last night. I agree. Fish. Well, she was sketchy as heck, and the thing is not only was she sketchy, that's bad in itself, and probably would have got her yeeted from a lot of communities, over here anyway. But she was sketchy on Chantel's name. Like, this was all in defense of Chantel when everything was staring right in the face that it was, that she is not the good person that she portrays herself to be. Good morning, Ms. T. Yep. Cowboy says, I feel the same way. Missy Moo is slippery and I don't trust it. Me neither. I mean, honestly, look how quick she turned on Foodie. And this is what, like the second or third time that she kind of, and it's backhanded. She turns on her by going into another creator's stream and saying something negative about her. It's not even, speaking to Chantel about it. I'll say this over and over. You considered her a friend. She considered you a friend. Fine. But if you're actually friends, you go to the person and you talk to them about the issue. You definitely don't go in somebody else's chat and out it publicly. Good morning, Patty. She said her size was a status symbol for him. Okay, how can it be a status symbol for him over there when basically everybody has proven that? And I don't see, I get irritated because she says everything is fat shaming. Chantel, I've shown myself, you've seen, I'm overweight. I'm not going to be that person that's sitting here overweight and putting you down for your weight. But what I will say is everybody that has any experience has said that Chantel is not, what Arabic men are looking for or whatever. So she just blows my mind. If she not a broke the floor drain with her weight, the rats wouldn't have a way in. Plus, haven't rodent like pets and birds will draw. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. The rat would also eat the leftover corn and dropped pellets from the hamster cage. Ugh. Good morning, Jag. Morning, Sultry. Maybe Missy did try to talk to her. There's a lot she's not telling us. She's leaving huge gaps in all the stories she's telling. Maybe I'm not picking everything up. I'm a bit on the... Who isn't telling us everything? Missy or Foodie? I mean, Foodie never tells us everything, so that's just a given. You mean Missy? It's obviously... Bleh. It's obvious that Missy Moo wants to be liked by everyone. Yeah, I get that impression too, which I get. I've been like that most of my life. Even if it means dragging people under the bus, I don't trust. No. Me neither. Like I said, it's been so just random, like she flip-flops. She goes from pretty much idolizing her to then not liking her. Good morning, LCL. Good morning, gamer girl. I'm for sure not giving her a pass, but I do think that lines get drawn at babies and animals. Yep. That may have been her line. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Patty. Mary, thank you so much for that super chat. She's pretty sus. If Missy was willing to dox, she would do it for... I agree. And she was so quick to do it. Like, right? I feel like she didn't even hesitate. Missy is in love with Chantel. She's just not aware of it. Oh, I'm so glad, Mary. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Good morning, Bankruptcy Department. All right, guys, are we ready? We are going to start with Milky's. These are her TikToks. She is now on... Here, let me go back a second so I can share her TikTok for anybody that wants that. Okay, there's her TikTok, and that's what we're starting.
This is Chantel Marie, and Chantel Marie is an animal abuser. She's decided to come to TikTok to try growing a new audience who isn't aware of her previous horrific history on YouTube. So I figured I would come here and share with you all what my bestie here is known for. So before you give her a follow on TikTok, which is her @ down there, before she tries to fool you all into thinking she's a lovely, pious Muslim woman, she's not. She's my bestie. And I just want to tell you what the amazing things she's been up to in her past. So let's go back a few months ago. This was just before she met her new husband, Salah. Salah is a man who is nearly half her age, living in Kuwait at the other side of the world. They met online, and after a few months of talking, no more than 3, she decided to fly out there, and they got married on their first meeting. And it's definitely true love. He's her prince, her knight in shining armor, and there is definitely nothing suspicious going on there. But anyways, Chantel Marie has 2 cats. Had 2 cats. One of them being BBJ. BBJ is an older cat between the ages of 17 and 21 who, not once, but twice, she let the nails of her cat grow so long that the nails grew into the pads of her paws and was so incredibly painful that the cat stopped eating. This happened not once but twice. Thankfully now that cat is out of her hands, and she decided to give up both her pets to run away to Kuwait to be with her new husband, the love of her life. But while in Kuwait, she decided, let's get another pet, and she got the hamster Harry. Now Harry originally was a pair, Harry and Mary. Chantel thought it would be a great idea to keep a male and female hamster together in the same cage, but had to get rid of Mary after everyone on YouTube told her what a bad idea that was. I want to show you Harry's cage. This is the tiny cage Harry the hamster is currently residing in. He continuously chews on the bars, as Chantel likes to tell us. I wonder why. I'm sure he's just desperate to get out and to have a cuddle. I just did one quick Google search, but this is the proper cage that is expected for a hamster. Hamsters require a good few inches of bedding as they are burrowing animals. There's a lot more details in it than that, but of course Chantel's happy to keep her hamster in a tiny little jail cell. I'd like to show you some of the living conditions of her cat BBJ while she was still around. So here we see BBJ's cat food on the floor where the cat was expected to eat from.
Foodie was going after her for her hair. I love her hair. I love her whole aesthetic.
Just a pile of food tipped over onto the floor. I only have 3 minutes here, but I have a lot of videos and evidence, and Chantel telling us most of these things herself. So if you have any questions, any clips you'd like to see, please let me know.
Julianne, be safe.
And I'm happy to let you all experience Chantel through the eyes of myself and the community. If you'd like to give her a quick Google into YouTube, you'd find some fun entertainment. Thank you all guys, I'll see you later. This is Chantel Marie, and Chantel Marie is an animal abuser.
That's not the one we just watched, is it? There we go.
And I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right. And I'm not.
It seems that Chantel Marie has seen some of the videos floating around on TikTok advertising what they believe to be the abuse of her pets. And I guess she has something to say about it. And it's only fair that we let my best friend speak her truth. I have no doubt that she feels very, very remorseful for the things that she's done. And that she's here to apologise, to make amends, to explain why at the time she thought this behaviour was okay.
I've been on social media for since 2017, and it's not easy. It's so cutthroat.
Oh, she just truly sounds so incredibly remorseful. No one could fake this level of emotion. It's impossible that she could put this out there and be lying.
Does anybody know, I just got to thinking, does anybody know which video it was of hers that got taken down on TikTok? I'm wondering if it's the video that I reposted on my Insta. If so, we can watch that too.
Wait, I think I can hear something from the past.
I'll be as sweet as pie tomorrow. Oh, you know it.
Good morning, pickled frog.
I'm gonna manipulate the fuck out of you, and you're gonna eat it up, and you're gonna watch me.
Well, now I'm just confused. Surely that whole 7-part series she posted on TikTok wasn't to try and manipulate her audience, was it? She wouldn't do something like that, would she? Chantel is just such a kind and loving creature, and I just want to see the good in her. She mentioned in the video how traumatic it was for her to be parted from her pet. A part of me can't help but not believe her, which shocking, I know, but there's just something about these clips.
If you really want to know, I'm rehoming my cats to a
Really,
wood
Patty?
chipper.
Oh my gosh, not me at all. I don't care for Tea and Sass. I feel like she's racist and homophobic.
Okay.
But Milky,
And transphobic.
that's just one instance. Maybe it was a bad joke.
Good morning, Cloud.
And maybe you're right. Maybe
In my
my best
opinion.
friend just said something off the cuff one time.
Went to the vet and not coming home. Take a dirt nap. I love you, but... No, seriously. BBJ, you're not going in the
Good morning,
suitcase. You're
Danglefoot.
going in a
Good
cardboard
morning,
box. Cardboard box? It's probably a bag, Zeta. I think pets get
Milky's
buried
Cloud.
in bags. Deal with it.
That's so funny. You know what? They're just jokes. Chantel's just got a messed up sense of humour. She's truly a good person that loves and cares for her cats. I mean, sure, Sam, who's about 6, is so incredibly matted in this photo. But who brushes long-haired cats anyways? Who's got the time? And I'm sure it
Yeah,
isn't
we're gonna
that
watch that
bad.
after these
It's
pickle
not
frogs.
like
Thank you.
Sam's new owner had to completely shave Sam because it was so bad and he had dandruff and other concerns with
And
his
look
fur.
at him.
You know what?
Look at how, did you guys see that community post of hers? He looks so, that's, when she said about BBJ, she's laying on a smoke burnt, cigarette burnt blanket and she's miserable. No, Chantel, that's not misery. You're seeing a cat that for the first time is content in how many years? She's content. She's comfortable. She's not in pain. She's not uncomfortable. Like, leave the cat alone. Thank you for being a Dammit for 3 months, Polly. And that's how I feel with Sam. It's like finally you see Sam like content. You can tell he's like happy and content. And why do you see it with Sam, but you don't see it with BBJ? Just strictly because BBJ's age and who took her? Or who helped in taking her?
You're all coming for my Chantel and being absolute haters. I know that Chantel would do anything for her cat. If her cats needed
He
medication
does.
to
I
help
agree.
them be in less
Strawberry Punch.
pain,
Good morning.
she would give it to them.
I have to put them on meds to prolong their life. Forget it. Take a dirt nap.
You know what? She's convinced me pets should never ever take medication to relieve them of pain, antibiotics, anything to prolong their life. We should follow that rule everywhere. Gosh, I hope Chantel never needs medication, because what's the point in prolonging her life? I mean, I know she did take the meds to fix the gonorrhea that she got, but that doesn't count. It's Chantel. You know what? Fine. She didn't brush her cats, whatever. And she didn't trim BBJ's nails, so they had to be removed from the pads of her feet, and it was extremely painful to the point where she couldn't walk. Who cares? And if they ever needed medication to help their pain, but you know what? She always kept
Miss
them
T,
in a
thank you for being a
clean
member
and
for 4
tidy
months.
environment. Isn't this just a cat's dream? So much space to run around and play. And I have no doubt that their litter box was cleaned daily and they would never need to defecate or pee on the floors. And I'm sure this is just planted there by you haters. And I'll have you know, I'm sure cats love eating off the floor. Because it's totally not that cats are known to be extremely cleanly animals. They're very prideful and they love to be hygienic. I mean, that's why they wash themselves, right? These are amazing conditions for a cat. Good job, Chantel. I'm so proud of you. You've proved me wrong. I'm sorry I called you an animal abuser or animal neglector, because obviously neglect and abuse are two very different things. And that if you neglect an animal, you're not an abuser, because neglect isn't abuse somehow. I've seen the error of my ways, truly. You know what? I'm sure you took all this very seriously and were
Yes, this
extremely
one's still
upset
up,
to hear
Lisa.
how people felt about you. And I don't think the cat here is extremely skinny at all. And I don't think Chantel is ever going to make light of how serious this situation is and how horrifically people think of her. Oh, but Milky, what's this photo you just posted? Oh, don't worry, guys. That's just Chantel being a goofball.
Right, Bella?
My best friend thought it'd be a really funny joke to put her hamster in an air fryer.
You would think there would be a lot more like upset and nerves and like bowel issues and stuff going on, taking her out for, you know, she's been with Chantel for that many years. Taking her away from Chantel, you would have thought would have like stressed her to the max, to the point of making her sick, but it didn't. Wonder why that would be.
The thumbnail for her new YouTube video, just to show you how seriously she takes these allegations. Because remember how upset she was?
And it's not easy. It's so cutthroat.
Gosh, I forgot how truly remorseful she was about all of this, and she totally wouldn't post a photo of her hamster in an air fryer just a few hours later in a mockery of how upset everyone is. I know she's truly upset about these videos and how people around the world see her. But remember, in the words of Chantel last night, our poet, our preacher, our Lord and Saviour, actually, the saying there is no such thing as bad publicity is true. Just keep that in mind next time she cries on stream. Chantel? Bestie, any final words to play us out on?
You know I'm gonna manipulate the fuck out of you, and you're gonna eat it up and you're gonna watch me.
It's for all the photos and the clips will be in the comments below. My Twitter and my YouTube are on my profile. Milky out, guys. See you next time. It seems that Chantel Marie has seen some of the videos floating around on... Quick warning, the contents of this video are deeply disturbing and many of you are probably going to find it upsetting. So I just want to give you a heads up. May 24th, 2022 in Uvalde, Texas. Robb Elementary School. 19 children and 2 teachers were brutally murdered. They were just another victim of a school shooting, which is currently a massive pandemic. She makes a good point in here too.
Like basically the kids that Chantel, you know, she made, you know, she exploited and made light of the situation of the school shooting. Meanwhile, now she's on TikTok and reaching a lot of kids that same age or age group.
That is sweeping America. Yearly, it takes too many lives. But you may be wondering,
morning, Yaya.
What does this have to do with...
I'm glad you came in. I'm sorry I think you fell asleep too. We both fell asleep in Discord the other night. I felt so bad, but then I was like, I think she's sleeping too.
Chantel Marie. Now, normally in my Chantel videos, I like to be funny. I like to bring some sarcasm, but I just can't. I don't want to, personally, for this video. The clips speak for themselves. Chantel got drunk. You know what? I don't even need to explain it. This is her response to the shooting.
The song was about until recently, I swear. I was like, what? Make that ass clap for me. So I'm just gonna pretend like I don't know what it means. Because I like the beat. America, this is your fucking culture. This is your new anthem.
America, this is your anthem. And it doesn't end there. Obviously, it's Chantel.
It's sad. It is! Why do people not take me seriously?
It's sad, while smiling. And I would say giggling. Depends on who you ask.
Good morning, Tanya.
Does it end there? Of course it doesn't. She proceeded to play that song 3 separate times, twice being drunk, and I believe she was sobering one of them. But
I will also be sharing her YouTube channel, Tanya, in a minute here.
Take my word for it. A very distressing set of videos to sit through. She was live that whole time. The live comments that were happening. I can't even think straight. The live comments that were happening. They were all very upset and distressed at what she was doing. Let's do them finger guns one more time, just so I can make sure you guys all saw that.
Why is it disrespectful? I'm on their side. It's not disrespectful. This song, Pumped Up Kicks, is actually satire. That's your national anthem.
America, that's your anthem. While she continues to try and grow a new audience over on TikTok with kids that are the age of the children that died in the school shooting that she is mocking, I want you to remember this video. I want you to remind her Remind TikTok, remind people that are trying to see the kind side of Chantel what she did. Thanks. I'm Milky, and credits for the video clips will be in the comments. Thank you guys. Quick warning, the contents of this video are deeply...
Okay, that was the last one. I think the one that I put on my Insta was the shooting one. I'm not sure what one it was that got taken down. Okay, so this is Milky's Twitter. Hold on, I'm pasting this into my... I want to make sure I get these in my description. Okay. So, this says, Milky is almost at 500K views on her first foodie beauty video on TikTok. Get 'em, girl. Bloop. Don't. Okay, so then she put out this poll. Says, pick the next theme for my TikTok. And then the choices were Chantel hates all women, Chantel being racist, Chantel doxing. So right now looks like Chantel hates all women is the video that is voted the highest. But she says, don't worry, I'll be doing all three of them. This is just deciding what one she's going to do first. This was after her first live on YouTube. She says, gosh, that was so fun. Thank you for being there for the live. It wasn't super Chantel based, but thanks for sticking around and getting to know me, Girl Scouts. This was funny. Watching Milky talk about making merch, and I was inspired. Maybe someone should make these. I mean, the reality is this is all she'll have left in the end. I got married in Kuwait, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. This was her live. Okay, let me put this in for y'all. So here is her Twitter. And thought I had it pulled up. Sorry, guys. I apparently did not. Why does my tabs do that? That drives me nuts. Okay, there is her YouTube. Incoming link. And there you guys go. Did excellent because it was posted on TikTok. She, we had to get her to 1,000 subs on YouTube, and she got there, I think, in that day or the next day. It was pretty quick. What if that pumped up video was done now in her current situation? Truly, I'm so angry at her. Yeah, it gets worse and worse, I swear, Summer. Just when I think she can't, shock me anymore, she does. I'm going to put her YouTube video in, or link. There we go. All right, so next, let's look for the knock knock, it's karma. Oh, this looks good, guys. I am going to speed it up because it's a 2.5 hour video. If it's too fast, we can knock it down a peg. Here, I want to go back and read that for everybody. Full disclosure, YouTube, if a manual review is requested, the first part of this video has an itemized, detailed list of the many terms of service violations of this abuser. A detailed summary can be submitted upon request. The making of this video was extraordinarily hard for me. I felt broken many times in the process. Inevitably, this will be hard to watch. If you are not spiritually and mentally mature, please do not watch this. To my gentle souls, this is not the one for you. This is almost a constant trigger video. Please protect yourselves. Hold on, guys. Let me add. Trigger warning. Okay. Is there no sound on this one? Or is my sound down? Do you guys have sound? All right. I am karma. Like Hasatan has his children without any law, I am the great El Shaddai's upholding the cause. Though I am beautiful and full of grace, the scent of a new baby, a lover's face, hair falling perfect on a good hair day. Those words on your lips, you're dying to say. I'm a red light staying green when you're running late. I'm a warm cup of coffee, the peace of your good fate. I'm the memories that bring you joy, a first kiss and a child's first toy. I'm the warmth of a perfect summer's night, the glow of an ambient light. Sean, thank you so much for gifting another membership. Welcome, Jessica. Oops, sorry. I was looking at the chat. But I am duality at the core, and it's my job to keep score. Wrongs made right, dark to light, unrighteousness to righteousness, a cosmic lioness, injustice to justice, trust us. I am a coexistence, both beautiful and terrifying, joy and sorrow, a birth and dying.
I don't know what you had in mind, but here we...
She cuts it off before it's even done. Joy and sorrow, a birth and dying, dim and distinctly brilliant, giving and receiving, taken and sent, high and low, both withdrawing and pulling close. The softness of the petal, the thorn of the rose, slave and master of my own domain, that little voice inside your brain. In the end, as the story goes, I'm all...
Point, Andrea, but thank you.
Venus avenue. my avenues, one of my ways to get at me. But this is in response to a suicide, apparently. So she says, "What a disgusting, hateful, slobby piece of shite, you won't be missed." And I don't know the full details to this, but apparently the person she's talking to in this comment actually did kill themselves. So this is going to read particularly nasty when I show you a clip in a second.
This world has become, honestly, that's another thing I like about here. I'm just going to say, you don't have the freedom of expression to hurt other people online. It's illegal. And that, to me, that's a good thing. Because freedom of speech ends when you're infringing on someone else's rights.
Good morning, Bam.
That's irrelevant to the point, Andrea, but thank you. Like, why keep pointing fingers? Like, you have to, the point is, like, nobody's doxed anyone in this chat. No, I don't let people abuse people in my chat.
I'm glad you admitted doxing is abusive, because it is indeed. You've let Missy Moo dox people and her daughter, PI, perfectly imperfect, and her daughter several times, allowing the dox to sit in your comments for weeks. Louise doxed Kaya. You yourself have doxed Mannequin, Frenchie, Shannon, threatened to dox Amy Flowers, begged for Angel Hands doxed Dee Dee's mother's senior home. Viewers and haters of yours have been doxed by you and your hate mob beezers. Doxing is your #1 weapon. Crystal, FFGs needs to be doxed.
And then Perfectly Imperfect made a video of making a joke about me and the camel relationship. Like, how literally you're responsible for shaping the minds of young people in school. I hope I find where you work, because I'll be forwarding them all
hey,
of your
Avery,
videos
good
bullying
morning.
people, because I think they should know.
Perfectly Imperfect's job docs that she left in her comments for others to use. Chantel will deleted comments calling her a cow, but leave PI's docs up in hopes people will target and harass her. We see you, B.
That you're responsible for shaping the minds of individuals, but on your free time you're bullying and fat-shaming people and making disgusting jokes about them being with camels.
Disgusting jokes like making fun of a cancer patient's plasma
transfusions. Actually, the affection between me and the camel is probably more than you and your husband ever have, considering that you're so miserable online. It's very evident that you're not being touched. So go pluck your eyebrows and have a nice day. Okay, bye. What they do outside of my chat, I can't control that.
Everything I just showed you came from Chantel's chat, Chantel's channel or comment.
You know, instead of just pointing fingers all around, that's what I'm saying in general, let's just do better. Like, you cannot deny, however, that this community, especially Gore World community, there's like this community surrounding me that is just so toxic, and I honestly want nothing to do with it. I'll be changing my channel name. Okay, Jamie, we got you. Beezer's got you. All the Beezers should start channels reacting to these morons. Let's create our own little community.
Good morning, Stormy. I would think in the wake of Lil Mama's suicide, you would discourage others from joining an already evil, toxic community instead of encouraging it.
You need therapy. But for some reason, people make me like the center of this. And anytime someone tries to react back or defend me in any way, this is what happens. They get targeted over and over and over. It's happened to every Beezer. They even have their own thread on Kiwi Farms. Like, being targeted and just, it's just horrifying. I just can't believe it.
It's just horrifying. I just can't believe it.
Hi, PNV. You're the most hated person in Gore World, all because I stick up for another human and I dished a small serving of the treatment they give you. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Miss Nemo's an example of that. Exactly. She rethinks some of your comments as well.
Good morning, Wendy. Thank you.
I mean, I think Missy, like, she just wants to defend me. Like, you know, and sometimes, yeah, like, defense can go too far to the point where you know what I mean? Like, even me, when I defend myself, I go too far sometimes because honestly, it's just pure emotional, like, anger. Like, I just get pushed to a point and you lose it.
You're the only one with feelings that gets pushed too far. Have you considered how far you push people coming for their careers and children?
And I think with Little Mama too, like, people, well, she said really nasty things as well, but...
So it's okay as long as it's in your defense, but no one else is allowed to be defended.
She was coming to my defense a lot, and, you know, I didn't realize that because I didn't have a chance to really see her channel.
Once you stop kissing her butt, then you're done for.
So, but there is, like, it's almost like a cult. It's almost like a cult. It's almost like...
Almost like a cult.
It's definitely just like mob mentality.
It absolutely is a mob mentality you purposely cultivate, and it is horrible.
It's just horrible. Yeah, exactly. Being a good person is what matters at the end of the day. What people did to you 2 years until they've been so hateful. Yeah, Monica, it's like, you know.
Exactly, trolling Bish.
Missy was kind-hearted, but is driven to speak back in defense. Yeah. We all, like, do bad things as human beings, but there are some people in the community who just... Andrea, when someone defends themselves, you call it harassment. Just think twice before you talk, and thanks for the super chat. Yeah, babe, it's the thing, like... That's the... Exactly. You know, somebody defending themselves. I realize it's just not worth it. For me, I guess I have a thick skin. You know, I'm so grateful for that, in a way, like, other than raging sometimes, but I know I'll be okay, but not everybody is like that. So that's why my thumbnail, if you're ever thinking of hurting yourself, if you're ever thinking of, I don't care if you think this is sincere or not, just listen to the message. Like, honestly, if you ever are thinking of hurting yourself, just like the numbers on the thumbnail. I donated some to her GoFundMe. I know it's not a lot, but honestly, we're not like doing the super best financially either right now. So any little amount helps though. Anything helps. YouTube is guilty in allowing this to go on. Yep.
Thank you, Lois.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
YouTube should not allow some of the things that go on in Gore World. I've never witnessed other reactions like Gore World. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. Like the fat shaming, the bullying. I've never witnessed other reactions like Gore World. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. Like the fat shaming.
Okay, let's play Guess the Fupa, since some people need to be desperately reminded that I am not the only fat one here on this platform.
The bullying.
Black Zillion, LOL. Some people don't get it till they get knocked out. Just a lesson to teach her, right? So about 28 minutes in, Sala says, if trolls don't stop talking a certain way, they will disappear. Is he threatening people? Does he know in Canada that's considered a death threat? Maybe he should respect Chantel's. Maybe he should respect Canada's law as well if he wants people to respect his culture. Yes, I'm in Ontario, Canada. I used to respect Chantel and I lost all respect for her.
The harassment, the real life harassment that goes on.
Sean, thank you so much. Welcome, Wendy, to the Dammit.
I know that they have the attitude that, well, it's a public platform, we can't control people. You can control what you allow on your platform. You absolutely can. You can erase bullying from your platform. Like,
just my thought. What do I know though? I'm just some idiot from the Kiwi Farms. What even that is. Whatever the Kiwi Farms may be. That's where I'm from, and I don't matter. Actually, I take that back. I do matter significantly, because now I get to bring up this. I mentioned that she's mean-spirited, right? She tends to try and get at people. Tries to make them hurt when she doesn't like them.
I was there too. Like, I showed her the bottle and said, I'm gonna kill myself. I took half the bottle. And I hadn't. You know, I did the fake one, but in a way, I was very low to the point where I felt like doing...
Have sex with the 25-year-old man with the pregnant girlfriend she was chasing.
You know, I never intended to really do it. Like, I was a cry for help. I wanted attention. Like, I was a cry for help. I knew that gave me power, threatening that. Like, I was a cry for help. I wanted to hurt people. Like, I was a cry for help. Pathetic.
Well, I happen to have a cute little encounter with this person. Not directly. I don't think she mentioned me directly. But she went after my baby.
She's a coward. That's her mo. She always goes after the babies of those she doesn't like. Always. Just to name a few, Manicunt, Perfectly Imperfect's daughter, T and Sass's daughter, Yaba and her parenting, old friends and family viewers and their careers. She's been doing it for decades.
And it's one of the most pathetic attempts at virtue signaling that I've ever seen.
Thank you. Welcome, Patty. Good morning, Reaper.
So let's take a look at what that looks like. Uh-oh, that's how you know it's serious. We got a trigger warning right up front.
Okay.
I think this is her as a kid. I have no fucking idea what this has to do with anything though.
Hey guys, today's video, I'm gonna put a trigger warning because it may be triggering for some people. It talks about somebody's suicide, and I just want to really bring awareness to this.
Jump scare.
I'm just...
Nothing to do with awareness.
This actually really affected me on a level that, I mean, I just feel like I need to do something about it. I don't know, just like give her even just a moment of time. A viewer, so there's a forum, Kiwi Farms, that goes around and makes fun of,
I thought you didn't know what it was.
Basically people that it gives them somewhere they can go and safely make fun of people.
And this is the reason for her video. Nobody was making fun. Her old friend Mannequin went there to speak her piece because Chantel kept blocking her and getting her accounts deleted by false reporting.
Dox people. But you love the farms whenever you needed a dox. What? I don't approve of people being doxed. At all. Like, I don't remember what I was like saying. There was something about, oh, they had information about somebody, but I can't remember what.
Punky.
Which doxing is putting out people's personal information. They have 700 pages on Amberlyn Reed. I have a fucking page. And this girl,
full disclosure,
Canadian autistic girl.
Her
name was Julie Terryberry. She has over 200 pages worth.
I couldn't find a better picture.
Pure,
really
making fun of her, basically. So Julie Terryberry, all right, she killed herself because of all of the. Now one would argue that, you know, she was suicidal to begin with. So basically, let's see, they list her problems, so they're well aware of them. Julie has ADHD, Asperger's, autism, is suicidal, emotional, and mental train wreck. So they proceed to go for 200 pages worth of putting up pictures of her when she's cut herself, just downright disgusting shit. And it's like, then over here we have her obituary. She was 19 when she killed herself. Sure, she may have been suicidal, but I'm sure being bullied to that extent doesn't help. Basically, there's a whole page on it. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. It's fucking embarrassing for you. It's embarrassing to feel for another human being.
My mic was muted. I'm so dumb. I said, I wonder who wrote this post that she was reading now.
Because you're being a shitty person and causing them to kill themselves. I'm just like, I knew it was bad, but I didn't realize it was this bad. And you know what the fucked up thing is? I know someone on there, used to be a friend of mine, who has autistic
Calling you out,
children,
Manny cunt.
and posts on there all day long, or at least used to. I don't know, I haven't been on there in a while, but used to post on there every day. That could be your kid. That could be your kid. Actually, she kind of looks like the daughter of someone I know. 19. Yes, very, very messed up. She's a kid. She's mentally ill. She's autistic, and she hung herself with a belt. That's how she ended her life. If you've ever been to Kiwi Farms or anything like that, and contribute to that or are entertained by that, you're disgusting. You're a horrible human being. I mean, come on, like that's horrific. Like, you know, like make the whole forum about me. I don't care.
She would
Just
love
leave
that.
other people alone because
she takes these slings and arrows for you gladly. The Pringles can lid might be stuck in her rolls and she can't feel it, but at least she's protected the young innocent autistics from being pelted with Pringles can lids for you.
It's scary to me. I've had viewers who have messaged me or emailed me and they're like, you know, just watching your videos prevents me from taking my life. I'm suicidal. And it's like,
I don't believe that for a second. I don't remember her saying that. Oh geez, how embarrassing. How embarrassing to say that.
You know, nobody cares about these people. Like, nobody cares that this person was bullied to death. Anyways, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. This is ridiculous. You know, people think I'm a bad person. I've never, ever driven someone to kill themselves. So, I'm not even in the mood to do a video. I'm not in the mood. I just need time. Like, this is just so disturbing for me. And I had to voice that. And I think she deserves a voice. I think she deserves something, some kind of attention. Instead of just, oh, we're closing the Kiwi Farms page. And read the page. They try to blame her. They try to make her look weak. Oh, it's so gross. It's so gross. You know, like, go read the obituary, and if that doesn't bother you, then you're a real asshole. I don't know what else to say about that. You know, I have, like, no faith in humanity left. None. Not much. I know there's good people out there, but this is just so gross, and I'm sure there's a lot worse out there, and that's what's scary. That's what's really scary. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that.
Okay, Pickle Frog.
I can't. It's just bad. Anyways, it's just really horrible. All right, so I just wanted to bring some awareness to that. I will link everything in the description. I don't really want to give that forum any attention, but I think it's necessary to bring her story to light. I don't know. For me, it's just important to bring awareness to that, and may she rest in peace.
So if you're not watching this, oh God, I didn't see this part. That's fucking. She didn't use that picture the first time. She had to use the one with the awkward fucking part. Really? Whatever. Rest in peace. Press F, chat. Press F for Julie Terryberry, a star taken before her time. Oh, jeez. There was something I wanted to show you. I don't know why I didn't save this. I apologize. But there were comments on this video, before she took it down, of course, saying that that they knew. Like, don't you have a thread on that forum? Are you sure you're not using this to try and take down a website making fun of you? And after, like, the response to this, I don't think everybody responding was from the forum. I just think that they were rational people who saw through the bullshit. And they asked her, like, aren't you exploiting this for personal gain? Aren't you exploiting this for personal gain? Aren't you trying to rally this as a cause to help yourself? And after a while, she just took it down, and then she made up that bullshit excuse. I'll read it for people who didn't see it. I deleted the video for Julie because I realized that I should have had permission from her family. I wouldn't want to upset them more. I also don't want to give the group any more attention. I only wanted to bring awareness. Well, isn't that the same fucking thing? Whatever. In case you're wondering, Julie Terryberry did not kill herself because of the Kiwi Farms. Julie Terryberry was basically an orphan. I think both of her parents were drug addicts or something, and she stayed in the custody of her grandmother.
Brandy, I will have you know I'm doing very good today. Now I'm going to jinx myself.
And she had this toxic relationship with her boyfriend. And every time he threatened to leave her, he threatened to leave her, she threatened to kill herself. And eventually he did leave her and she did kill herself. And that's what it was about. It had nothing to do with the fucking forum. But these people did not give a shit about him until after they died. And then they said they killed themselves because of the Kiwi Farms. Because they had an investment in trying to take down the site. Except Chantal, trying to take down the site. And I think that's pretty fucking despicable, if I do say so myself. Because you're kind of implying that people on an internet forum laughing at weirdos are murderers. And that's fucking sick. Now, where was I?
You may be wondering what led Chantel on this hate case.
By somebody called Manny Cunt. I did not name them that. They named themselves. Manny Cunt was a friend of Amberlynn, and she joined the Kiwi Farms. Now, Chantal likes to pretend she doesn't know what the Kiwi Farms is. In fact, I got this clip.
What the hell is Kiwi Farms?
Really likes to pretend that Kiwi Farms is not a thing. She doesn't know anything about it. Now, she's broken on that by now.
Thank you, Texas.
But, oh yeah, I'm sure she knows it. But she liked to pretend for a while that she didn't. And Manny Cunt was kind of the breaking of the dam for that. So this is from the Chantal show to Manny Cunt, who was one of her friends. Okay, so if you could stop acting like a crazy teenager and creating a million fake accounts trying to harass me, that would be wonderful. You are taking this way too far. And guess what? It's all your fault. You started this. It's all your fault. You started this. You flip out because you see that I called one of my trolls an exceptional individual. Oh, that's retard. If you see exceptional individual in the Kiwi Farms, that's our word filter for retard. I just like that filter. In the figurative sense, a long time ago in self-defense, yet I have screenshots of me saying it to you on Facebook as a joke, but that time it was okay, right? All bullshit excuses for you to be pissed for no reason because you have self-hatred issues, which is why you used to cut yourself and threaten suicide. And now you are taking it out on me. You sit there and talk about my eating disorder with my trolls, but what happened? What about the self-harm that you used to do? Again, don't come for me unless your closet is clean, which it is not. I never mentioned anything about rape, etc. You are making shit up now. You are in the wrong here. As a friend, if you were offended by something I said a year ago online, for fuck's sake, all you had to do was message me on Instagram, but instead, like a coward, you blocked me and become my biggest troll. How would you feel it if it was your kids who were being trolled online? Our friendship is over if we ever had one, which is apparent to me that we never did, but it is so low of you to bring up 20 years of information, most lies and exaggerations, stuff that we talked about in confidence as friends, but you have no boundaries, and you have no morals, and you have no soul. Oh, jeez. She's getting fucking biblical on Manny Cunt. You are in a very dark place, and I would get help for that if I were you. Tell me, how as a parent do you have time to sign up for the forums with edgy names like Manny Cunt when you are the single mother of two? What kind of example are you setting for them? I know you're in Yarmouth, and I have all the screenshots of the harassment you've been putting me through for what? A lousy comment I made? Go cry in a corner for fuck's sake and grow up. You've always been a whack job, and all of Cornwall knows that. If you ever mention another thing about me online, I will be sending all of the screenshots to Child Protective Services in your town and to the authorities for harassment. This has gone on too far. Enough is enough. And by the way, honey, BB has his permanent residency, so shove your threats up your ass. And sure, a lot of online idiots hate me. Hell, at this point, with the time they spend on me, it's a fucking fan club. And you can now say that you're just as low as they are. Congratulations. My life is great. I don't need to spend all day harassing others. Good luck with that, LOL. Hashtag winning. And no, that's not a joke. She actually signed off hashtag winning. Okay, Manny Cunt has apparently been an asshole to Chantal. But in this email, it's actually particularly interesting because I believe Manny Cunt smokes weed or something. And her threat was essentially, if you fuck with me again, I'm going to call Child Protective Services and tell them that these kids are being taken care of by a drug addict. And then if Child Protective Services came over and saw the 2 kids with drugs in the house, I think by law, they have to do something about it. So, like, you might get put on probation, or it can be a mess depending on prior offenses. So it's a pretty big stick to swing. Manny Cunt did not take that warning apparently and posted this directly to the forum, and for that we thank her. But that is not the end of it. Where did that go? Take my apology back. Is this it? Yes, this is it.
I just want to update and say, my video yesterday, I made an apology, and you know what? I take it back. I take it back, especially to Kathy. Kathy is the person who is harassing.
Oh, that's the person who capped his VOD, removing the name from the. I was like, why is the audio dropping out? No, it's just the censoring that the editor did.
And I'm just not gonna. She's basically now she's relentless and threatened me first. Remember I told you she threatened immigration. Here's the screenshot.
I'll turn this up in a second.
She messages me with these fake.
Must be one proud Muslim man to be with an out-of-control white girl who may just put his freedom and his family's monetary support down the drain. Be proud of yourself. You're not only hurting yourself, but now BB may have to deal with the government. And no, he may not be deported.
Accounts on the daily basis, about 6 times a day, threatening to call immigration on BB, who's here on a permanent residency, so have fun with that. Threatening to call the cops when she's the one harassing me, and I replied to her in email. So in an email I said to her, you're going to threaten me, well,
okay, Patty,
I'm going to call Child Protective Services on you. And you know what? I stand by that, because I don't think that a parent who cyberbullies and harasses people online all day.
Okay, just so you know, you're going to hear her cat throughout this video, and we'll get to the cat in a second. But no, you're not being accosted in your own home. That is her animal being noisy.
And makes usernames like Manicunt to harass people, and gets high all day. Deserves to have kids, but that's just me. I think that's wrong. I think that's...
Okay, to reiterate, if you get high and you have kids, you deserve to have your children taken away from you, especially if you post on the Kiwi farms.
What kind of example are you setting for these children? It's just really, really wrong. So... I'm just saying, I stand by that. So yeah, I don't feel bad for saying your full name, because you've said mine many times, and you're spreading slander, because everything you say is a fucking lie. So I just want you to know, this is the last of my attention you're getting, because you clearly want it. Have fun doing what you're doing. So I'm just saying, I stand by that. So yeah, I don't feel bad for saying your full name, because you've said mine many times. And you're spreading slander, because everything you say is a fucking lie. So I just want you to know, this is the last of my attention you're getting, because you clearly want it. Have fun doing what you're doing online. You're not going to bully me off the internet. I don't give a shit what you think about me. I don't care what anyone thinks about me. You can think I'm a bitch, but you're the one with the name cunt in it, so you're the bigger one. And you started this.
Oh no, you didn't. That when I first heard that, I actually physically fucking cringed. your name has cunt in it, so you're the bigger one. Fucking got him.
You had no right to. I did nothing to you, and you had no right to do this in the first place. So I'm defending myself, and
this isn't defending yourself. This is looking for looking for a justifiable reason to be mean, to hit below the belt. This is spite, pride, wrath, and revenge, but it's not defense. You don't take a woman's kids away because of internet beef and weed. For F's sake, why can't you fight your battles without coming for people's kids?
The mentality online that you are the bitch for defending yourself is just so ass backwards. It makes no sense. So yeah, so you can shove it, sit on it and rotate. Screenshot that for your profile picture. Biatch. It's really sad that you have no life and that's all you do all day. You're a very soulless person, and no, I don't think you should be raising children. I really don't. I don't care if that makes me sound bad. I really think it's horrible that they have you as an example when you have guys, different men all day, and I have screenshots, so don't even go there. And that's what you do to them too. You continually have these different men in your life.
I don't know if you guys caught
and
that.
then you continually have these different men all day.
Her men: Nicholas Natter, motorcycle guy, Tony, Mr. Coffee, married man, Bob Hoskins, look alike. Bet she wasn't in the bathroom spying on one of them while having with the other. having sex with the other.
And I have screenshots, so don't even go there. And that's what you do to them too. You continually have these different men in your life, and then you flip out on them and harass them. And you've done that. I've seen it firsthand. And now you're doing that to me. It's really, really pathetic, and it's really toxic and not cool.
Toxic.
So, yeah. Anyways, have fun with your life. You think my life is bad, but at least I'm trying to do something to better myself.
I think I can isolate my abs.
But if I get lonely, I'ma need your help. I'm a big girl, I can handle myself. But if I get lonely, I'ma need your help. I'm a big girl, 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 I can handle myself.
And not sign up to forums all day long to try and harass people. So that I will always have one up on you. So see you later.
Boy, oh boy, do I fucking hate the word toxic. It's just the worst. No, her entire rant, like that was one of like the most pathetic attempts to be catty I've ever seen. Because it's just like, I'm just gonna make fun of your kids for fucking how long is this video?
Always comes for women's
four
kids.
minutes.
She knows what hurts us the most, and she's out for blood. So she strikes what we love most, our children. Always has, probably always will.
I'm just gonna say that you're a bad mother because you fuck a lot of guys and smoke weed. I mean, I guess being slutty when you have kids is kind of gross, but I don't know. It seems a little bit better than having them in a fucking orphanage.
Absolutely, Bella. Not to Chantel, to Chanel, the more something suffers, the more she enjoys it. It was no coincidence her dating app matched her with Natter in their sadist-masochist relationship. Her dark soul is devious, always plotting and scheming the next plan. That is so true. I've often wondered why.
Oh, Misha, I'm sorry. Okay, maybe I saw it with someone else. No, it's not picking fights with people. It's defending yourself. It's different.
Oh, okay.
If someone hits you first, are you just gonna let them hit you? Some people would.
Chantel, take your own advice.
Some people wouldn't hit back.
Are you gonna let somebody just hit you?
Honestly, I have no idea how I would react. I can't say. I think I'm a wimp, but maybe I'll give it. It depends who.
Did you say y'all hit each other? What are you talking about? This is why people don't believe you. You change your story when y'all get back together. True.
Good morning, Desiree.
My story changes. I haven't told the full story. I haven't even really told the story, actually.
Guys, where does she order from? I mean, whether she's in Canada or Kuwait, her meals look like either a meal for 2 or 4. Where does she order from? Is this one meal? Look at how huge
Mixed
that
in
is.
with like rumors and stuff, and so I know you guys are confused, and you guys, I'm not blaming you. I understand. I should have never talked about that.
Well, you did.
Actually, I didn't want it out in the open. I did say a lot out of my own mouth, and a lot of it was like leaked by a former friend.
But you talked about it. It's out there. It happened, and you continue to talk about it. Somebody else has Dom stopped Cola, Chantel.
I don't really care how my dad feels about my channel. He hasn't made much of an effort to be in my life my whole life, so his opinion of it is really irrelevant to me. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Shannon out of the abuse part, yeah.
She cared about you and was worried for you. And you punished her and made her public enemy for loving you properly.
I remember the first night you met him and you said Dom was crazy. He showed you where to park and was off his head. Or was that a cover for Dom?
Oh, Rosemary's your baby's name?
Oh, look, there I am.
That's a really lovely name. I like that.
This was when I was a beezer. Look.
I'm sure you know the movie, right? Are you a fan of the movie?
E.G.
Oh my god. It's okay. I mean, I've accepted it.
Just because he's back around you, you don't have to try to whitewash him. You can just admit you're choosing to date an abusive jerk.
He doesn't own this shit, you know. Like, I hate when people like, and I'm learning to do this.
Yeah, we have there's like a local Italian place here. And they have like family of 4 dinners, you know, dinner bundles that you can get or whatever. And it's almost like a little bucket of like rigatoni or spaghetti or whatever. And it's not, it's probably about that size. It's not huge.
Because sometimes I do that too. But I really hate when I or other people do. Like, whenever it's like just own your shit. Like, if you do something, I think everyone respects people more. You can respect yourself more. If you fuck up, you own it.
You fuck up, you own it.
Yeah, I wasn't in your life. Whatever, when you're a kid or whatever, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Like, that would mean so much to me. Just that gesture, instead of trying to find an excuse like, oh, well, your mom wanted to keep me away from you.
Oh, you hate yourself because you're just like your dad? Oopsie.
Because I was drinking. No, I'm sorry, but if you have a kid, you legally have a right to that kid, like, as long as you're fit. Unless he wasn't fit. I don't know. I think he was, because I still saw him. What about now? We don't talk. Like, so.
Julian, good morning.
Oh.
I just lose respect for people that do that, you know? And I lose respect for myself when I do these things. So that's why whenever I say, like, when people talk bad about you or do something bad to you and you didn't really do anything to them, it's gonna be their karma. Like, that's their problem. You know, it's not yours. Like, that's exactly why I think that.
You lost respect for your dad because he wasn't a good parent. And
But T and Sass called Kuwaiti police on Chantal, and they admit to it. So we're going to watch the second clip where they said, I didn't fix Twitter shortening this to 45 seconds. Here's the full clip. All right, let's watch this, and then I will give my thoughts.
That certain people.
Okay, here we go.
I will tell you, I have contacted the Kuwaiti police about oil fields being filmed, and about the fact that certain people on a visitor's visa are actually working and picking up a paycheck from YouTube. So, F her for doing what she's done. I'm not tolerating it.
Right.
I won't stand for it, and I don't mess about.
I'll just say this was another reason that I don't care for T and Sass's channel. I think that was going way too far. Yes, what Chantel did was disgusting, and you know, I'm not excusing that, but calling the Kuwaiti government on her, come on.
I know that some of you know that I've still got contacts in Saudi Arabia. I'll have no hesitation.
I didn't know that.
In asking them to give me a hand in sorting that object out. No hesitation. You tack a woman's kids and you tack her in the heart and in the gut. In the heart and in the gut.
Good.
I felt that statement right there. No matter how old your child is, I believe T and Sass child was an adult. No matter how old your child is, like, the mama bear still wants to protect fiercely, right? You come after a mama bear's cubs, they will fight back.
It's made me feel ill.
I agree, Lisa.
Sorry.
Upset. All of that. But overlying all of that is anger and a need to defend what's mine. And I will.
Or how about P.I. and her daughter? Hey, Missy Moo and Foodie Beauty. My daughter was in tears last night, terrified that her name and picture were doxxed. She is a young lady who knows the dangers of being a beautiful young lady, and you put her in danger. Shame, shame, shame. And by danger, I mean getting hurt by crazy people. There are actual pedophiles and bad people on the internet. Remember Karate Joe? And you put her in danger. How do you sleep at night, Missy Moo? You are a mother. Manica and her children? Or how about Shannon and her daughter? What about your children? Did you fight for them like you expected your father to fight for you? You said just boozin' gave up her daughter for booze. What'd you give up yours for? Eek. That's harsh.
Like, what is her problem? Like, what happened to her dogs? There's so many stories, okay? Allegedly, her second dog died of grief from the other dog. Really? Doesn't sound sketchy at all.
With matter. And anyway, my feet were bleeding, so he gave me his socks to wear. He's good to me too. Do you like the song? It's about abortion. What had a 17-year-old kid, you know? I'm glad we don't. Yeah, me too. Do you regret the abortion? If I could take back my 2 abortions, I would have both my kids. I don't feel like I could have handled a kid, and I don't think it was the right thing for me, and I don't think I was ready for a kid. That's why I did it, but it bugs me every day. Because now, I wish I could have kids, and I can't. I wasn't ready, and I would be a great mom. If I had kids, I would be a great mom. Because everything I do, if I really want to, I'm good at it.
Please, not like tooting your own horn. At 2:51, she says that her and Pete's would have a teenage son right now if she hadn't gone through with the procedure. Seems like a fairly definitive statement. She knew the gender of the fetus.
Was it scary? Yeah, I was scared. I was for the first one. So like my view on that is I'm not pro-abortion. I don't like abortion. I hate it, but I also understand that they have to exist.
But we know your morals and your values and blah, 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 blah all go out the window when it's convenient for you. I'm not giving stating an opinion either way on abortion. I'm just saying that Chantel changes her mind about what she believes in according to what's convenient for her at the time.
So for me, like especially with seeing God, like being more spiritual, I do have more of a belief that like life is just precious. Like life is very precious. Every life is precious. But at the same time, it's not about that. I don't see the abortion issue the same way as other people, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I know it's weird because I've had 2 and I'm not pro-abortion, but I also recognize that people have a right to do what they want with their body and situations are not perfect and they have to exist, you know, unfortunately. And no, yeah. I don't believe in using it as a form of contraception, which is kind of what I did. I mean, I used it. I had to do it because I didn't use contraception. Or did I? No, Pete and I don't think. We did at first use condoms, actually. We did. We used to buy condoms, I remember that. And then I went on the pill for a while. And then I don't know what happened. I don't remember.
Yes, she does. She just doesn't want to tell you.
I think I maybe missed a pill or something.
I have preached to like my boys. I preached to my boys when they got to be like in their teenage years and stuff to always use 2 forms of birth control. If you actively try to stop yourself from getting pregnant, you wouldn't have to go with an abortion, which you yourself said you don't believe in.
Like that. And then the second one I was just stupid.
Val.
So
good morning, Bean.
You don't have to pay here that's a free procedure. And I didn't go to a Morgenthaler clinic where the protesters and all that shit. Like I actually got lucky. It's covered in healthcare here. Like it's free. And like it was actually a good procedure. Like it was done. I was euthanized. I was euthanized. I was anesthetized. I was put under for both. One of them I had to have like a stent put in.
Tell them you needed
to dilate my uterus the night before, and then I talked to a doctor because not every doctor would do it. So Miss Tree something, I remember her name, Tree Doctor. I don't know, I called her Dr. Tree Hugger. And then you're like with a whole bunch of women in this like in this prep session. It's like a day surgery, so you're there all day. You go in, you can't drink anything. There was this one girl who she was hysterical. Like I felt so bad. It's not pleasant. It's not something anyone there wants to do. You know, it's just something that women have to deal with. And I don't think that any fucking man has a right to talk to even like those older male politicians talking about what women should do with their bodies. No, it's not an easy decision, and I just really didn't know what to do. And Pete's didn't really. I mean, we would have a teenage son right now. It's so fucked up. Yeah, exactly. The nurses were very nice. It was the right choice for you. Yeah, sure. I mean, well, we have a strong bond. We've been through a lot together. Holy fuck. I've been through so much with him, like family. You know, but I don't romantically love him anymore. I don't. So, but yeah, I was there like all day. They put me under. I woke up, I was bleeding. And they gave me something to eat, and I got my stuff from the locker. It was at a hospital. I was just, the second one I was just getting with BB, and I wasn't sure who's kidding. I was pretty sure it wasn't BB's because of the timeline, and I was
You're welcome, Reaper.
Yeah, but BB I was starting to see BB when I was getting it done, and he was so supportive. Like, he called me the whole time. He was so worried about me.
In Texas, I think you and I both have the same opinion there.
Wasn't like he knew it was someone else's, because I was still seeing the guy's name was like Manzi, I think. I was still seeing Manzi. I was seeing Manzi while I was seeing BB, and BB was seeing another woman at the same time as he was seeing at the tail end of seeing this woman. And then whenever he like fell in love with me, he tried to pawn her off to his other friend. He's like, hey, I have a friend. I can't see you anymore because I'm seeing somebody that I'm in love with. But
I didn't know that.
I remember BB one time. 24 weeks is too far along. Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why there's supposed to be a limit on that.
That must be right, Diva, because I was thinking 10 or 11 too.
Rhonda, like, I thought 24 weeks. That's like what, 3 months? I did cheat on Pete's with BB, yeah.
Hold on. I want to
and
go
then
back. I was watching chat. Why the F did she wait 3 months? I'm all pro-choice, but 3 months? That's her laziness shining through on the most selfish level. Second trimester abortions are rare in Canada, especially 24 weeks unless medically necessary. 24 weeks is 6 months. She had an abortion at 6 months? How did I miss this part of the story? Good morning, Camby. God, the baby was 6 months old. A 6-month baby can live. It's their choice. This is why the stint was needed. The baby was too big to pass. It's also how she knew it was a boy. Ugh.
I did cheat on Pete's with BB, yeah. No, that's what I didn't, no, sorry. I started seeing Manzi before BB, and then I met BB. Like, at this time when I was starting to see other people.
Would have been nice if you told Pete's that, but he was kept on the hook being used until she secured another man, just like he was this time around.
I was over, like, the relationship with Pete's, and it wasn't very long after I broke it to him that I had been cheating, and I'm no longer in love with him, and I want to break up. And he just sat there on the couch, like, looking sad, but he's like, if you want to have an open relationship, I would be down with that. And I was like, no, I don't want an open relationship. You know what? Yeah, I want to be kind to everybody. I took drugs with Shannon too, EG. I took cocaine with her too in the past. Makes her a bad person? I don't have any hard feelings, I mean, towards anybody. Even if they talk shit about me, I don't care. You're not going to make me bitter. You're not going to make me angry anymore. You're not going to make me upset. You're not going to hurt my feelings. You know, like, I don't know. I just don't like people who just say really dirty shit when they're angry. I mean, I've said some low shit, but I don't go that low.
Sorry.
Like, I go pretty low. How low do I go? What do I say? I took drugs with Shannon too, EG. I took cocaine with her too in the past. Makes her a bad person? And you don't know the details of that story. So, you can't speak on it because you don't know. Right? You don't know the details.
I don't think that that's a rule. Is that a law?
Actually, it wasn't that long ago I did some with her. Yeah. I had some at the graduation party, at her daughter's graduation party.
Nobody quite trolls like EG trolled.
Oops. You know, like, I don't know. I just don't like people who just say really dirty shit when they're angry. I mean, I've said some low shit, but I don't go that low. Like, Julie, I thought it was like, maybe like...
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Hours later. It's defending yourself. It's different.
Is that a cat on a pizza box? He is on a pizza box.
Look at how beautiful. I want to see. Hold on. Murder or mercy, euthanasia versus execution. This creator's artwork is phenomenal. Find her on Twitter. Orange Cat. That's beautiful. For a long time, I've noticed the signs of neglect and mistreatment of Chantel's beloved cats. To avoid mislabeling Chantel as an abuser and to rally more eyes on the situation and to see opinions, I alluded to this fact in many of my past videos. On February 23rd, we learned that Operation Save BBJ had been successful. FFG and company had rescued BBJ from execution. We also learned the extent of Chantel's neglect and abuse that Chantel first tried to deny, then severely downplay. Chantel claimed there was no abuse and the neglect was not abuse. Let's explore. I got the following clip from Twitter. I'm sorry I forgot who tweeted this. If this was your tweet, let me know and I will credit you. My apologies. BBJ's nails growing long also isn't abuse. Sam's were fine. It's because she is elderly and I was bringing her to the vet, but I'm going to say the G word because I just learned that this was a slur. Not that I've used it, but G shot that down because she needed to use BBJ for views by exploiting her situation. So I was told not to bring her. Those nails were sadly goblins' fodder. Sorry. Goblins. Fodder in entertainment and views for a day, and mark my words, she will milk it for all it's worth. Animal welfare came twice to check the cats, and they were fine. If they were being abused, they would have taken them immediately. I also posted these pics to demonstrate that I have always loved and taken care of my pets, and no loud, miserable person with a fake boyfriend will ever take that away from me. You can all think what you want, but my true supporters know my character and still support my content. So luckily, I don't need you hateful, toxic, Goro World weirdos. Without talking about me, though, G gets nothing. Love that for it. As for Cigarette G, again, I will only be going after her in private. I will close this chapter and leave all hate and negativity in this villa and move on. I will never understand how I was being called a vile person for bringing BBJ to the vet to get her nails trimmed and to see if humane euthanasia was the best option. And I have to say, in my opinion, it is better than being with that foul, smoky witch. Is family. Negligence. Failure to take proper care in doing something. Failure to use reasonable care, resulting in damage or injury to another. Animal neglect includes endangering an animal's health by not giving it food and water, not providing care, or seeking veterinary treatment for a dog or cat that's seriously injured or sick. What is the difference between animal abuse and animal neglect? What might a neglectful pet owner do? Neglect. Neglect, or a failure to provide basic needs for an animal, makes up the vast majority of cruelty cases that animal control officers respond to. Neglect often includes hoarding, lack of shelter or veterinary care, tethering, and abandonment, as well as other forms of abuse.
I never put BBJ down. Had I wished I put her down? Yes. If you see all that's revealed about her from the vets, which we never even seen an actual report of, just a Twitter tweet. She's 21 and she's got all these conditions, extreme arthritis. You're going to force her to go to the vet. You're going to drive her to the vet for clout.
She wishes she had killed BBJ for arthritis, but Chantel weighs 400 pounds and can hardly walk, breathes heavily just standing, can hardly sit even, had a hysterectomy, has high blood pressure, raging diabetes, blood clots, teeth are falling out, bald, STDs. So BBJ is much healthier than Chantel.
Oh, you're going to make her take pills for clout?
Good morning, Katrina. You have mercy to execute her for treatable conditions like arthritis, but didn't have enough mercy to treat the arthritis. Go ahead, tell me you didn't know, just like her nails, right?
But I have a noise at home. Yeah, the most important thing, like you said, Miss Emu, was just finding like somewhere that's like, I gotta think of her, you know?
You know there are ways other than euthanasia to think of her, right? Baths, proper grooming, diet, and medical care are a few. Were you thinking of her when you let her go without food and water, or when she was crying loudly in pain at night, or when you knew she had kidney issues and arthritis you refused to treat, just despite those begging you to take her to the vet? Some even paid for the vet and you spent it on food and drugs. Were you thinking about her letting feces get matted into her fur without helping her? Ugh. Oh, sorry. I thought it went to a new screen.
And that includes if your pet is suffering.
Yes, it absolutely includes suffering. You cared about her suffering enough to put her down, but not enough to get her the much needed medical assistance she needed. Make it make sense, Chantel.
So, I really don't want that to happen.
You didn't want that to happen? You've been wanting to put BBJ down since before you left for Kuwait. Were you just waiting for the neglect to get bad enough to be mistaken for end-of-life decline?
to like the Middle East a little bit.
There's talk about unaliving BBJ for the rest of the video, so if you don't want to hear that, I'd suggest clicking out of the video at this point. There is a trigger warning at the top of the screen, guys.
Yes, and a tizzy, I feel bad for BBJ. Do you guys think I should, like, I hate to say that. I wish I could, like, give her to someone very, very loving for the last little bit of her life. Well, like, she's gonna be alone for a couple of months. She's gonna have Pete's and Pete's mom, but even someone even more loving to always hold her and pet her every day like I do.
Every day? Whoops.
Of her life. Well, like, she's gonna be alone for a couple of months. She's gonna have Pete's and Pete's mom, but even someone even more loving to always hold
every day like you do. You spent her last few days with you at your mom's and other places.
Her and pet her every day like I do. You guys don't know the guilt I deal with. Like, honestly, I want to cry. I feel like she's gonna live to be 50, I swear. I think she would.
See, there's comments like that make it sound like she literally was waiting on pins and needles for the cat to pass. So gross.
Be sad for like maybe tops a couple days, but not even. Kristen, I gave her a good life for 20 years. Like, basically, I was like...
She basically is like, my job is done. Yeah, Chantel, don't get any more pets.
She's after 16 years, I was like, okay. No, I'm just kidding. Saying kidding after a sentence doesn't erase it. No, but it's...
She's talking about manipulation of the viewer here with intention. You know this, right?
That's the intention. Ageless Beauty, what's wrong with you? I'm like gonna like not meet and go get married? Put my life on hold because BBJ? Like... put my life on hold because BBJ?
She finds that, yeah, I don't see the humor in this. She finds that hysterical. What? I'm going to take responsibility for the pets that I adopted over thinking of myself first? Pfft, silly people.
Like, no, listen, my cat is 20, okay? If the vet tells me that it might be better for her since her quality of life is not good, it's more humane to euthanize her, I absolutely believe in that.
If you guys watch this, make sure you have your hand on your space bar or your finger on your space bar. Her quality life is not good because you don't take care of her. It's more humane to take care of your cat's basic needs for health and survival, but that doesn't seem to be an option.
Your life is not good. It's more humane to euthanize her. I absolutely believe in that. Whoops, maybe. If you want, I'm not against that, really. Well, actually, I mean, I don't know.
Exactly, Glam. She didn't even look for homes for them. I'm pretty sure Sam's home was because of her mom. Right. And the whole thing about her being so angry and stuff about Sam, that's because you hemmed and, or not Sam, BBJ, you hemmed and hawed until the last minute because you thought for sure you were taking her to the vet to put her down. So you didn't even bother looking for somebody to adopt BBJ. If FFG's family had not basically kissed your butt and flattered you to the nth degree, you would never even have adopted her out. You would have just taken her and convinced the vet to put her down. Lied to the vet, I should say, to get him to put her down.
Yeah, no, there's people who, you know, want to, it's not about abandoning. I'm not thinking about abandoning her, actually. I'm actually taking the time to think of her. It's actually the opposite. I'm actually taking care and time and thinking about the best option for BBJ. Okay, she is cool.
The best option for you. Whoops.
Another thing about me online. Screenshot. I will be chatting, so shove spend all day.
They are she's basically now just, she's relentless and threatened me.
Oh man, guys, where were we?
That's a really lovely name. I like that name. But I'm sure you know the movie, right? Are you a fan of the movie? I thought it was okay, Dammit Dani.
Oh, did she just say my name?
I thought it was okay, Dammit Dani. That's a really lovely name. I like that name. But I'm sure you know the movie, right? Are you a fan of the movie? I thought it was okay, Dammit Dani. Oh my god. It's okay. I mean, I've accepted it.
Just because he's back around you, you don't have to try to whitewash him. You can just admit you're choosing to date an abusive jerk.
He doesn't own his shit, you know? Like, I hate when people like, and I'm learning to do this. Because sometimes I do that too.
Oh, we did go
but I really
way back.
Is just precious. Like, life is very precious. Every life is precious. But at the same time, it's not about that. I don't see the abortion issue the same way as other people, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I know it's weird because I've had to and I'm not pro-abortion, but I also recognize that people have a right to do what they want with their body and situations are not perfect and they have to exist, you know, unfortunately. And no, yeah. I don't believe in using it as a form of contraception. was anesthetized. I was put under for both. One of them, I had to have like a stent put in to dilate my uterus the night before. And then I talked to a doctor, because not every doctor would do it. So Miss Tree something, girl who kept, fuck, she was hysterical, and you can't, like, in this doctor, Miss Tree something.
Why wouldn't...
I talked to a doctor, because not every doctor would do it.
Why wouldn't any doctor do it? Why did she have to find one that would?
So Miss Tree something. I remember her name.
We
Tree
did.
Doctor. I don't know, I called her Dr. Tree.
Lois, you want to help me
figure
figure out where we were? I accidentally hit the... I don't know. I accidentally hit the bar and it took us back. I think we were at least this far, right?
You can't speak on it because you don't know. Right? You don't know the details. Some at the graduation party, at her daughter's graduation party. That low. Like, Julie... Tweet. She's 21 and she's got all these conditions. Extreme. That includes if your pet. I feel bad for BBJ. Do you want even more loving to always hold her in 20 years? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like gonna like not meet and go get married. Put my life on hold because BBJ. Like, put my life on hold because BBJ. Like, no, listen. My cat is 20. Okay, if the vet tells me that
exactly
it might be better for her since her quality of life is not good. It's more humane to euthanize her. I absolutely believe in that. Whoops. Maybe.
And eating too, CM. Like we literally saw her chowing down on her food. When whoever sent that whiskas, BBJ loved that food.
I'm not against that really. Well, actually, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, no, there's people who, you know, want to, it's not about abandoning. I'm not thinking about abandoning her, actually. I'm actually taking the time to think of her. It's actually the opposite. I'm actually taking care and time and thinking about the best option for BBJ. For you, okay, she is queen, and I give her a lot of love and attention. So I'm trying to find the same for her while I'm gone. I'm going to be gone for 3 months. Do you think she's going to be happy with Pete? He's not going to give her the same affection that I did. So I need somebody who will. She will appreciate that. But if I take her to the vet and the vet says she's 20, like, I come home, and she, like, normally when she went, like, she must be losing her hearing. I have to go up to her on the chair and go, hello. And she goes, like, all, like, she was all confused. She's obviously, like, she's freaking, in, like, adult years, probably, like, a 90. Do you know any 90-year-olds who are in the epitome of good health? Because I sure as heck don't. I don't know any who are good health at 90. Heck, I don't even know anybody who's 90. So BBJ is a feline miracle. No, exactly, Reginald. So most vets don't euthanize just for that. So I'm not taking her to the vet just for that. I'm also going to be bringing Sam. So I think, I don't know, it might be in her best interest. She is old and frail, and I'm not going to be there. And there's going to be, like, male cats. I don't think the environment will be the best for her. She won't be as happy. I'm thinking of her happiness. I think she could be happy with somebody who's very loving and who has the same energy as I do. And Miss, I think you're right, like someone like you who's very loving to their pets. That's very nice and humane to do. Hi, Janitor.
Guys, since I have to go to the restroom, I'm going to put it on the Be Right Back while I do, just because there's so much writing in this. I don't want to miss that part of it.
But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument or just a start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument or just a start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks the promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. I know things seem bad, but they can be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and burst. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again. I need a couple friends. I never really understood just how the story ends, but I can feel it's tense. Don't know the consequence, the volatility of my only confidence. Is this an argument or just a start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument or just a start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks the promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back
day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search.
Okay, I am back. Let's do this. That's exactly how I feel, Julianne. Like, if you're okay with that, then it would make sense, right? That you would do like she does. Love? Love like this? Oh. No sound? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, that would be why. Hold on. Let me go back. There you go.
If they had known, like, it is, okay, yes, I am a shitty ass owner, okay? I'm a shitty ass owner. Is that, you want to hear that, right? For thinking of rehoming my pets, but honestly, I do it because, like, I do love my pets. I do love my pets. A lot. You should going to the vet and not coming home. Susie Q, how can you give away BBJ after 20 years? She loves you and you will throw her away for a guy from the other side of the world. No, I'm not going to be throwing her away. I'm thinking of someone to take care of her, maybe even better than I can. And it's not my fault she won't die. I'm just joking. If you really want to know, I'm rehoming my cats to a wood chipper, okay? BBJ, you're not going in the suitcase. You're going in a cardboard box. Ugh. Cardboard box? Probably a bag, Zeta. I think pets get buried in bags. Deal with it. Death is a thing. Ew. You stink. Like old people. I hate cat hair now. How can you give away BBJ after 20 years? She loves you and you will throw her away for a guy from the other side of the world. It's not my fault she won't die. I'm just joking. Maybe she would be happy with like an elderly woman. And they can like pass away together. I'm kidding. My pets are suffering and there's no hope and I have to put them on meds to prolong their life. Forget it. Take a dirt nap. I love you, but... What do you want me to do? I'm not putting her on friggin' meds for seizures. I'll put her down. No. Call the authorities out there. The cats have already taken to Pete's and like forgotten about me. I feel sad, but at the same time, like, I choose my husband over... Not that, like, it's not that I'm choosing. It's obviously, like, my husband is number one in my life, you know? You're looking forward to the blue couch. You can sit on the couch and think a lot about BBJ. I just want to knock their heads together. Someone said that you rolled BBJ up in bologna and ate her. If you could stop harassing me in the middle of the night with your dementia, your senile dementia, that would be great. Even when I stop harassing me in the middle of the night with your dementia, your senile dementia, that would be great. Even when I called the vet to make the appointment, they're like, oh my gosh, she's so old. She's old, she's 20, 21, like, you know? So I'm just trying to like spend as much time with her and, you know, make her as comfortable as I can. She has a vet appointment. She's like, how old is your cat? It was the appointment I made was an not end of life. Sorry, that's a slip. I'm bringing my cat to the vet. And if the vet tells me she should be put down, I'm going to euthanize my cat. You're villainizing me for something that's not even immoral. Like, why are you even upset?
You want to kill her for your own negligence. All treatable. Our concerns are valid. It is very much immoral.
While you're euthanize shaming me, oh, you better not euthanize BBJ. It's none of your business what I do with my pets. People are villainizing me like I'm just like, okay, BBJ, I want to get rid of you. That's not what's happening, because if that's what was happening, I would have taken her a lot sooner to get put down. And then whenever I travel, Pete can take care of. Sam is really close to him now. BBJ, I don't know what we'll see. Seems like she's in her last stage of life. Yeah, so she might not even, like, if I see her health super declined by the time I want to travel, I might just put her down and keep her ashes. She's old. What do you want? It's the circle of life. Oh, well, if it's cruel, what do you want me to do? I can't bring them with me. You want me to divorce somebody? Sorry, not happening. It's not your cat. It's not your business. I would rather put BBJ to sleep than give it to FFG. There's no way that's ever going to happen. The arms of an angel.
Bloop.
As usual. Like, why are you even watching me? I'm going to travel around the world.
Inshallah, I'm going to be in the Middle East for at least a few years. So, yeah, that's it. I'm not going to talk about my visa and all that, but basically I'll be a resident and I won't have to worry about traveling back and forth. It's just the journey is just way too hard on me. I just don't, it's not something that I enjoy doing really regularly every 3 months. It's too much.
I'm going to travel around the world. I hate hearing people say, you're going to drop your cats. I'm sorry that you're a pathetic cat dad, okay? Like, with no life. What do you want me to do?
And whenever I'm like ear to ear or face to face with him, like everything I say to you guys, I freeze. Like when I call him on Messenger, I freeze. On live that time when I called him, I freeze. I just cannot get it out. And there's so much I wanted to say to him. Like I was just so overwhelmed with emotion and I just froze and I was just like, you know, and I was like, and I knew what's her face is always, she's always like right there. Like she's a fucking BBJ, but not as cute. Like
she's a fucking BBJ, but not as cute. Like,
yeah.
A brief reminder of how, oh, flippin' A. Brief reminder of how she feels about who she's calling her beloved cat.
We deserve privacy, Nanny. Go fucking some people right now, like in person. I just want to be alone. So like, I feel like I never have like 100% complete privacy ever. Hey, welcome to our Barbies, just ready to bees. I need to move away from my life. I'm not happy here. I fucking hate this place, actually. I hate it.
It's yourself you hate.
And I don't like, I want to just like be by. I wish I fucking never met them. I hate them so much. I hope they fucking suffer and perish in the worst way. I hope they fucking suffer and perish in the worst way. I hope their life crumbles and fucking falls. And
you don't think this is bad karma?
I hate them. I hate them with every ounce.
I heard you.
Every cell, every ounce of my being. Because when I think of them laughing at me, fucking me over, this is your karma.
Stop using my
Listen
name.
very carefully to me. You too will pay for what you've done. And bitch, Dee Dee, if you think you're gonna take me to court, just fucking try it, bitch. Because I will. You are going down. You are going down, grandma ugly doo-doo. You are going down. And you too, Natter. Green gonorrhea giving motherfucker. Your life is shit and will be shit from now on. You'll always be running from the law. At Dee Dee's condo. Nice life you have. That's what you deserve. You're already in prison. We don't have to worry about you actually going to prison right now, because in the meantime, you're actually in prison. Begging me to get you an apartment to get away from doo-doo, and then you put holes in her wall and she still harbors you.
Yeah, because he knows you're the clown to pay for it.
Nice womanly power, doo-doo. Fucking dumb bitch. It does. Why do you want her to go every month? It's not going to prevent her from dying. That's exactly what they want.
It does.
Why do you want her, BBJ, to go to the vet every month? It's not going to prevent her from dying. Laughter. That's exactly what they want. Excuse us for having feelings and wanting to prevent her death.
Why do you want her to go every month? It's not going to prevent her from dying. That's exactly what they want. It does. Why do you want her to go every month? It's not going to...
They wanted her to go every month to get her nails clipped so they didn't grow into her paws, and the vet told you this. You also acknowledged you knew the nails grow faster in old age and need clipped more often. Maybe they just didn't want her to suffer. I'm literally sick to my stomach right now. Need a break. Be back later.
Going to prevent her from dying. That's exactly what they want.
Trimming a cat's claws every 2 to 3 weeks is an important part of maintaining your pet's health. Aim for every 2 weeks. Some cats need their trimming every 2 to 4 weeks, especially if they're an indoor or senior cat. Every week and a half to 2 weeks, every 10 to 14 days.
Okay, let's get to BBJ. Let me just... Oh, by the way, here's my tattoo update.
No one cares!
Abby, so the vet called. I always get such nice pets for
Morning,
BBJ.
Dot.
And, like, she had geriatric blood work the last time I was there. She was, like, really surprised for, like, her age, how good her blood work was. I said that since she's had her, like, nails done in her checkup, like, she's actually, like, put a bit of weight on, like, her nails were growing. Like, Sam's nails are fine. But BBJ, like, will not let me cut her nails, and she, like, stresses too much, and her nails grow quicker. They
grow quick. I can't speak. They grow quicker. If the average cat's nails need done every 2 to 4 weeks, an elderly would need hers done every 1 to 2 weeks. And I know the vet that spotted your abuse let you know that. This wasn't a mistake. This has been happening to BBJ.
Her nails grow quicker, and like she doesn't
stop downplaying this. Call it for what it is. Her nails were grown into her little pads again.
Scratch as much as Sam, so like her nails were growing quicker and they were like starting to grow under. So I felt really bad about that, but like since
you feel bad and the treatment made her better, how humane of you.
Her paws got taken care of and everything, like she's been eating better and like, you know, so I scheduled another appointment in like a month and a half and she has to get her nails done again there. They want to see her again. They want to see her again.
And it's been a year.
And then I'm going to repeat the blood work in like 3 months or so. She's like, well, she's like, I usually see, she's like, the oldest cat I've seen is like, and like, her nails grow quicker and like, she doesn't scratch as much as Sam, so like her nails were growing quicker and they were like starting to grow under. So I felt really bad about that, but like since her paws got taken care of and everything, like she's been eating better and like, you know, so I scheduled another appointment in like a month and a half and she has to get her nails done again there. They want to see her again. And then I'm going to repeat the blood work in like 3 months or so. She's like, well, she's like, I usually see, she's like, the oldest cat I've seen is like 23, 24. She's like, usually, not, usually they live.
Hold on, guys. I want to clip the part where she says when she was supposed to take them back.
I said that since she's had her like nails done and her checkup, like she's actually like put a bit of weight on, like her nails were growing. Like Sam's nails are fine, but BBJ like will not let me cut her nails, and she like stresses too much, and her nails grow quicker. Her nails grow quicker. Her nails grow quicker, and like she doesn't scratch as much as Sam, so like her nails were growing quicker, and they were like starting to grow under. So I felt really bad about that, but like since her paws got taken care of and everything, like she's been eating better and like, you know, so I scheduled another appointment in like a month and a half and she has to get her nails done again there. They want to see her again. And then I'm going to repeat the blood work in like 3 months or so. She's like, well, she's like, I usually see, she's like, the oldest cat I've seen is like 23, 24. She's like, usually, not usually they live to be like 16, 18 for a healthy weight cat, but like an overweight cat usually doesn't live to be very long. And I said, oh, chubby moose, we need to get you on a Peloton. Oh, I can't lose my chubby moose to obesity. I can't lose my chubby moose to obesity and diabetes. Yes, it is good. Yes, I'm glad I took her to the vet. So you guys were worried about that. Of course. And I was going to take her.
Now you're going to tell us why you didn't take her. I need you guys to not just listen, but hear her.
I just don't like people fucking down my throat. She's
a very spiteful person. She loves spite. She loves to show people. It makes her feel powerful.
Like, you're a bad cat owner because you're not taking her this month. Like, it's just bullshit. You know? I know I'm a good cat owner. She doesn't scratch as much as Sam, so like her nails were growing quicker and they were like starting to grow under. So I felt really bad about that. Only you know when your cats need a vet appointment. Yes, this is very true. Now, I was thinking for OnlyFans.
We had begged her for months to take BBJ in. She let it go until BBJ could no longer handle the pain and was not eating, throwing up significantly underweight. This is March 2nd and was a follow-up to the first visit where the vet also recognized signs of neglect. This follow-up was mandatory to avoid legal action. I don't know what happened to the sound. Hold on. This time I'm not sure why we have no sound. What the heck happened to the sound? Hold on, guys. Let me try something else.
So.
Whoa, there's the sound. I had my sound all the way up.
I felt really bad about that. Until only you know when your cats need a vet appointment. Yes, this is very true. Now, I was thinking for OnlyFans.
This was the last time BBJ saw a vet. Look at that, guys. March 8th, 2022. So she was supposed to take her back in a month and a half, and instead she waited a year.
Do you know these people fucking message peds? Tell her to go to the doctor. BBJ has been very well cared for her whole life. Do you know these people fucking message peds? Tell her to go.
Messaging Pete's, begging him to tell you to take your cat you love so much to the vet. Your haters loved your cat more than you. They wanted to help BBJ, even sent money specified for the vet, which was never spent on it. Sent super chats and offered to pay for the vet. The only one that didn't want to help BBJ was you.
To the doctor. BBJ has been very well cared for her whole life.
Imagine
I'm disappointed that I'm villainized for trying to do what's best for my cats, because the bottom line is I loved my cats. I still love them, but I loved them and did a lot to take care of them. And was I the best owner all the time? No, but I couldn't even take care of myself half the time. So because I was torn between what's the best decision for her. You know, she's very elderly, she's frail, blah, blah, blah. How much time does she have left? Quality of life. That's what the vet does. They assess quality of life versus, you know, so that's that. So the people seem very, very, very nice. And excited to have BBJ, and I was promised that she would spend the rest of her life happy and eating lots of treats.
Wow, she didn't look good there, did she?
Okay. Fucking hell. I'm gonna get to BBJ in a minute, I swear to fucking God. Stop with BBJ. Alright, so. I can't with the comments. The poor cat! I hope she's alive! It was a fucking nail trim. Calm your tits, holy shit. Fuck! I had a technician appointment. They fit me in for a technician appointment for eyesight. Mostly I would like her nail trim. They said, is there anything else wrong with her? Like any symptom? Like what else do you want? And I was just like, well, mostly just nail trim mostly, but I should have also said like a checkup, right? Like a normal checkup. So they just fit me in there, you know, for that. And so whenever we were, because there's nothing wrong with BBJ. Like, knock on wood, but I'm going to break, like I rescheduled for tomorrow. But and we're definitely not missing it. I made her a full medical appointment, like not just the nail trim. So I called them back and said, like, fucking asshole, and you can eat shit. And I'm so be ready, bitches. All right. Have you tried eating her? Ew, no. I only a couple of beats. I'm kidding. Saying kidding after a sentence doesn't erase it. No, but it sets the intention. How about foster care until she can get adopted out? Let me try to rehome her first and see what happens. That's a good idea. B. I've lived with her since 2004. I know. I've seen her. Like you only seen her for a few years, and even then you could probably notice in older vlogs.
Did you see that? She knew her nails needed attention. She was trying to scratch and couldn't, as Chantel looked on. Look again.
You only seen her for a few years, and even then you could probably notice in older vlogs. She's a lot more older looking now, but that will happen. But I just don't want her to have like diseases and kidney problems, and arthritis is very painful in cats. And
so let's start with a BBJ update. Okay, so we'll get it out of the way, and then we can go back to exactly what we were doing before I had to end the stream. Okay, so most of BBJ's results have come back. The only one that has not yet come back is the results for the cardiac marker in the blood, or the blood test cardiac marker, whatever. Okay, hang on, I took little notes as she was going. Please forgive me if they make little sense. I was trying to copy everything down, and there's a few things here. So the first one, BBJ's kidney enzymes are higher than usual. She has chronic kidney disease, which they're calling stage 1.
But I just don't want her to have like diseases and kidney problems, and I have a feeling she has kidney issues because the last.
That's not a feeling. You were given her diagnosis by a medical professional. Admission of knowing.
Time I took her and the vet did blood tests on her, she had mild kidney problems, which they said was normal for an elderly cat. There was nothing that really they can do about it. And whenever I had.
Thank God that after a whole year, she was only at stage 1. Yeah, almost 2 years ago, blue indicates a UTI. You left her UTI untreated for over a year, and the infection made its way to her kidneys. I'm shocked she's still alive. This is abuse.
The pretty litter, her urine would turn blue. So that was a while ago.
She's going to start a renal care diet, the food that I had been fucking screaming at fucking Chantal about since little Ollie had his kidney failure, and I found out all.
Okay. Oh, it's on normal. You want it taken down lower? I thought we had sped it up, but I forgot
About it and how all it takes is the fucking renal food sometimes to keep them in stage 1. So thank God she's only in stage 1. And yes, that's right. That's right. Pusher, very common in older pets. And she also has another something going on that.
I've lived with her since 2004. I know, I've seen her, like you only seen her for a few years, and even then you could probably notice in older vlogs, you only seen her for a few years, and even then you could probably notice in older vlogs. You only seen her for a few years, and even then you could probably notice in older vlogs. She's a lot more older looking now, but that will happen. But I just don't want her to have like diseases and kidney problems, and arthritis is very painful in cats. And
so
yeah, how did she?
Let's start with the BBJ update. Okay, so we'll get it out of the way, and then we can go back to exactly what we were doing before I had to end the stream. Okay, so most of BBJ's results have come back. The only one that has not yet come back is the results for the cardiac marker in the blood, or the blood test cardiac marker, whatever. Okay, hang on, I took little notes as she was going. Please forgive me if they make little sense. I was trying to copy everything down, and there's a few things here. So the first one, BBJ's kidney enzymes are higher than usual. She has chronic kidney disease, which they're calling stage 1.
But I just don't want her to have like diseases and kidney problems. And I have a feeling she has kidney issues, because the last time I took her and the vet did blood tests on her, she had mild kidney problems, which they said was normal for an elderly cat. There was nothing that really they can do about it. And whenever I had the pretty litter, her urine would turn blue.
If it gets too fast during a part, you can tell me. But I can't stand listening to Chantal talk like this.
So that was a while ago.
She's going to start a renal care diet, the food that I had been fucking screaming at fucking Chantal about since little Ollie had his kidney failure, and I found out all about it and how all it takes is the fucking renal food sometimes to keep them in stage 1. So thank God she's only in stage 1. And yes, that's right. That's right. Pusher, very common in older pets. And she also has another something going on that the vets explained to me could be affecting the kidney. So when one is treated, they're hoping it will help her kidney as well. So she's going to start the renal care diet tomorrow. Her thyroid enzymes were also elevated. Normal numbers are 60, and her number was 74. So the problem is that puts pressure on the body and causes hypertension and weight loss. And the hyperthyroidism does need meds. So she's going to start those meds tomorrow as well. In her urine analysis, she has a urine infection, and they said it's pretty bad. They're starting her with a 2-week treatment for the urine infection because it's so bad. After 2 weeks, we're going to have to do more blood tests.
And whenever I had the pretty litter, her urine would turn blue. So that was a while ago.
And see blood and urine tests to see if that has cleared up. And also, I'm sorry, I didn't even take that note. The blood test in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, this was a lot to take in all at once. Something will also be rechecked next week with the blood. So it's going to be blood and urine again, not next week, I'm sorry, in 2 weeks. And they're going to see at that point if she still has the urine infection, they'll decide if she should have 1 more week of the antibiotics. Next, BBJ. Oh, I'm sorry. They're going to recheck her thyroid also in 2 weeks. I did write it down. So like I said, we're still waiting for the results of the cardiac marker blood test. She's also going to start injections for her arthritis.
But I just don't want her to have like diseases. Arthritis is very painful in cats, and
I didn't even catch what the hell that was called. It's going to be 1 time per month. I'm going to take her to the vet. She's going to get an injection with a vet tech. And they said that it works almost immediately and it really, really gives them a lot of relief. So, I mean, that would have been a very simple thing for Chantal to have been doing. It's not that expensive, you know, for the amount.
Could you imagine Chantal being bothered to take her once a month? That would mean she would have had to take her 12 times in the past year that she let those nails go.
Of relief that's given to the animal. So yeah, that'll be once a month. And tomorrow I'll be going to pick up her new food, all that medications. And while I'm there, I'll be making the appointment for 2 weeks from now to recheck the urine and blood and for the first injection for her joints. So that's the update on BBJ, and we'll find out about the cardiac marker in a few days. The vet said she would call me back with those results as well. So yeah, until those results come in and now we redo urine and blood tests again in 2 weeks. That's the BBJ update that I have for now. She was, it was a lot of information just given to me, but the vet was still very optimistic. You know what I mean? There was not, you know, remember I told you without that little voice and stuff? There was no little voice. It was like, she's going to be feeling better tomorrow. She's going to feel, you know what I mean? We got this. Like, okay, high five, vet. We got this.
I really never, he has a very large, you don't even notice your ego. For example, when I put on the TV our live stream together, he complimented himself like a million times. Like, I thought I looked cute with my red lipstick. Would be nice to hear I looked cute. Babe, you look cute. Yeah. I mean, obviously people can find out if they're going to shelters. They're not. Bee? Are you okay?
You know she's not okay. She's sick, hungry, thirsty, and in pain. And you can't even be bothered to get up and comfort her. You smirk. I've never seen you like this. In case you don't have discernment, this is a mocking. As BBJ hobbles, watch BBJ.
You can say the eyebrow? You can say the eyebrow? You can say the eyebrow? No way you would take them. That takes effort.
Good morning, cat.
It takes effort that I would be willing to do if it was their best interest. Oh, Rachel Langley. Again, you're wrong about me. I know that really must... I don't know what your problem is. Like, this person, for example, I'm pretty sure...
It's called righteous indignation, and I would bet money everything they said was spot on. We're not wrong about you. Do better.
I've seen them say not nice things about me for like years. It's like, why follow me if I bother you so much? You've been complaining for years about the way I live my life. So who's the dumb one here? You. You guys know our apartment is smaller, has no windows. Why would I not like let him? It would be selfish, I think, of me, because yeah, like if I'm just thinking of myself, that's where the problem is. I see people think I'm selfish with everything, and that I don't. I can say that I am selfish sometimes.
You are selfish always.
But with my cats, no, I'm doing like what's the best thing for them in any case. Like, what is her problem? Like, what happened to her dogs? There's so many stories, okay? Allegedly, her second dog died of grief from the other dog. Really? Doesn't sound sketchy at all.
You said it yourself. Allegedly. Well, it was good that you said that because it wasn't true.
But meanwhile, I have to rehome my pets, which is in their best interest, instead of lugging them to another country in a smaller apartment. Like, when I'm going to be traveling and living life, you should try it. basically I'll be a resident and I won't have to worry about traveling back and forth.
Chantel, I know you say you don't watch reaction channels, but we know you do. If you're listening to this right now, please, please, please see the doctor about your swollen face. This has been going on for a couple months now. The one side of your face is visually larger and more swollen than the other side. That's not normal. And it could be something very serious. Please, please see a doctor.
It's just the journey is just way too hard on me. I just don't, it's not something that I enjoy doing really regularly. Every 3 months, it's too much.
It's so true. I'm sorry, but yeah, exactly. So
they are, and I've proven it. You don't get to attack us because you don't like us telling the truth.
They were just judging that these pets are abused and live in horrible conditions, even though
You never answered the door, and they left more than 3 stickers on your door.
Animal control showed up like 3 times since living here. And like, oh my gosh. I don't get along with her if she stopped with them. She did love them. Well, then
I think they probably are rotting foot, but they also are baby teeth that never fell out, and there was apparently never adult teeth growing underneath.
How about you keep that energy, Brittany, with her and go tell her to shut up about my cat?
Which Lilith, you can barely hear me or you can barely hear her? Oh, okay, me.
How about that? That's the only reason we're bringing up her dead dogs is because, and how do you know she loved them? Like, how do you know? She's claiming I don't love my cats. So why is it so far-fetched for us to assume she didn't love her dogs? Like, go keep that energy with her. Thank you. Like, seriously.
No, she didn't, dangling foot.
And Brittany, I'm giving her.
But I mean, at the same time, you're still probably right. We know how she takes care of her teeth and stuff. So those baby teeth could very well be rotted.
Racist witch called FFG. Exactly. That's all we're doing is responding to what she does exactly to us. The cat situation is sad and unfortunate, but these people who need to cry closets to deal with it. I know, obviously it's sad, but it's like, you know, I get that. But like life is always moving on. Like I'm not.
Yes, we know, Chantal. You don't stop to worry about anybody else.
You know, like, I don't know. When it comes to pets, I'm just like a believer in like ethical euthanasia or whatever you call it. Mercy euthanasia. You're free, just you, Harry, and Salah. Yeah, well, if Harry was here, I would be rehoming him too. BBJ Web M diagnosis. People all, yeah, exactly. She looks pretty good. Is she still bathing herself? Yeah. No, and she wants to jump. No, she can't. There's no room. She bathes herself. She eats. She asks for treats, but she's doing weird things, like a bit like, how can I say behavior? It's such like little behavior change things. She's more needy for sure, like way more needy and weird. I don't know. You're a weird, smelly old person. Go away. Go away. BBJ, you're a weird, smelly old person. Go away. Go away. BBJ and all her cute ball spots. B, please come over cute. Thank you. Look at her. You can't deny all my pets are cute. Don't. But most pets are cute. See, every time I kiss her, I get a cat hair in my face. Stop. I'm not soft launching anything. Watch out for increased thirst. She has a lot of increased thirst, Tortellini. She drinks so much. And what she's doing is, what was I gonna say? I don't remember.
I have so many thoughts in my brain. Okay, I gotta wash these dishes. Why did I go live? I should have only gone live after I was like all set up, right? No. No, BBS Angels. He has a job interview? Have you tried eating her? Ew. No. I don't like tough old meat. I'm kidding. How about foster care until she can get adopted out? I'm gonna try to rehome her first and see what happens, but that's a good idea. Increased thirst can be like kidneys, yeah. Well, they did do a kidney test last time, which wasn't even a year ago, and she had kidney problems.
I just don't get Dot if she's so happy, like, you know, she's happily married and they're gonna travel and they have all these future plans, blah blah, flippin' blah. Then why is she not concerned about her health? If you want to make it to those future plans, like, you need to do something now. Hi, Kate. Good morning.
Meg. Cat diabetes could be a... I don't think so. She's not... I don't know. Do thin cats get it too? I know for humans they do, but thin humans get diabetes, but felines are different. What's wrong with her besides being just elderly? Nothing. Oh, I don't know. I mean, being elderly, what do you mean just being elderly? You think people like hit a certain age and then just die? No, you die from being old, from incurring health conditions that are just due to old age, which is what I'm telling you. That BBJ probably has some of those. Like last time I brought it to the vet,
Oh, no, they didn't. They noticed the obvious signs of neglect and you were alarmed at the fact you might actually be in trouble. Let's look.
they just made it seem like, you know, she's old.
Crashing Foodie Beauties, BBJ goes to the vet. Trigger warning to animal lovers. Ugh, please don't use his videos.
So who was that now? Okay, so we were paused. Okay, let me see if it's this. All right, so we're paused. No idea who that was. Vet, maybe it's the vet. Nazar's Oxytail. Love that. Probably asking her a few questions as to why there's cat shit on her cat and why she didn't clean it up. But can you imagine? Let me check here. Probably the vet.
The shrimp is very good too, but I just don't. I don't know.
She have this.
Yeah.
Excuse me for a second, folks. I gotta do something. Did I figure out which one it was? Yeah, I did. I figured out which one it was. Let me bring that back up on the screen. And let me do this. We are
neither,
here
Lisa.
on that
I'm
screen.
sitting here right now like, why are we... I don't understand what the purpose is of this.
So that is where she is at. She is definitely at the vet right now. So
okay,
that's
Bean,
pretty
have
cool.
a good day.
Yeah, it matches. If you look in the background, it's the same thing. Okay, she's back.
All right.
They'll try to run away.
Have a look at her now.
All right, she's
Hi,
back.
Thank you.
Give me a second. Right, Lask.
I'm hungry. If BBJ needs surgery, start a GoFundMe. BBJ's worth a GoFundMe, but not.
We are not
Hi, Sandy.
watching
Yeah.
Monty Hobbs. I'm not real sure.
You gotta remember.
We're watching.
Even people like.
We're watching like a documentary from Knock Knock It's Karma. I'm not sure why all of this from Monty is in here, but
Grilled cheese. I'd have to go to the grocery store. Jeffrey Dahmer had fangirls. She's the most delusional. Jinx, BBJ. I think she's okay. The vet. We'll get we'll find out about her. I hope she's all right. Oh my god. She's the most delusional. Jinx, BBJ. I think she's okay. The vet. We'll get we'll find out about her. I hope she's all right.
good morning, Ursinate.
Oh my god.
Oh, my bad, everybody. So Army Wife said, it says on the Cat Hospital website that currently, due to COVID, they only accept appointments for ill.
She had neglected to take her in for so long, BBJ started throwing up. Her nails were deeply embedded in her paws and was seriously underweight.
Cats. So I guess that's why BBJ is there, because she was throwing up. We've heard Foodie Beauty say this on a multitude of occasions.
Yep,
so
she
that
sure
still
is,
makes a lot of sense.
Take BBJ home before you go eat. Poor thing shit herself.
Hi, Suzanka.
I am Kimikaze. BBJ DQ. She will want some. She'll be too scared to eat vanilla ice cream.
Hey, Sarah.
Nobody knows. Dark Desert Highway. Good luck to BBJ. Thank you. BBJ.
All right, no problem, Fun and Fab.
He says, don't get scared and don't back down. He's just trying to scare you by talking about in 3 months. Go ahead.
Laughing about BBJ going through hell, and she's more concerned with Natter still.
I'm not backing down. So, 3 months? Well, we'll wait 3 months then. She's probably having a meltdown. My vet. Oh, your cat's 19 too? Oh no, yeah, Monica. She's gonna get her geriatric blood panel.
Julian, I have issue with how he speaks to women. Once all that stuff blew up, you can just tell he does not respect women. I have issue with that.
You know, geriatric. She's fucking old. You want
You're sure,
pizza?
Ale.
It's normal. Guilt and fear. It's normal. Guilt and fear. Yeah. I guess so.
Okay, Patty, be safe. Have a good day at work.
Geriatric BBJ. Geriatric is my go-to. I know. It's so funny. M. Hobbs, welcome to Very Important Beezer. Ready, set, peace!
For sure, say let's do more.
Yeah. I need someone to shave my head.
Exactly, Julian.
Does she look drag, Mama Bear?
You can stand me up at the gates of hell. Won't back down.
For sure, Sun Q.
Thank you, PR. Yeah, if you guys could hit that thumbs up, it really helps, guys. Thanks.
5 different caps on me all the time. I'm gonna let my hair grow a bit. Agree to disagree. Gunk ASMR.
Maybe Desiree. That's just what she said, and we know how that goes.
Remember when she canceled before because Pete's couldn't go and help her? She said the cage was too heavy and she needed his help. Well, now you know that's bullshit because she was handling that cage pretty well. In fact, she was manhandling that cage, so to speak. Okay, here we go. She's back. So that was all bullshit about the cage being heavy and this and that. Hey, baby Nia.
I love it.
So, hi, Jerry.
Right, person 8. Thank you, Desiree.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to pick her up. I have to bring her back.
Okay, sure,
I have
Carla.
to give her a pretty big dose of gabapentin and bring her back next week because she's too agitated to continue the
And you are too high to be driving.
I'm okay. I look tired, I know. But they clipped her nails. They want to give her geriatric blood work next week too. But other than that, like she thought she seemed like a bit small.
Wow.
She weighs like 6.5 pounds. But she doesn't know her. Like she doesn't know her. Like she was always that small.
Exactly, Zardo.
Oh,
right,
don't you
we're
guys
back
miss that? Remember
to
when he
this
would
again.
call her over and over while
Yeah,
she was
BBJ
streaming?
is tiny.
And negativity are things we don't need to be known for here. Anyone agree?
They
Absolutely.
can't do the blood test today. She's too upset.
It's the last thing we want.
Are you really, Sandy and Ange? Oh, is
Okay.
it a painkiller?
They're back.
Excuse me.
She's back. Who keeps calling? You just got back. What is going on? Let's hear that last minute once again. Then
My
she's
phone. I have another phone coming soon.
Ashley Eaton says she thinks
BBJ's good.
Nader was detained. What happened to her other phone? Which other phones? She allegedly ordered one phone and then it didn't show up, which was another Samsung. Then she ordered an iPhone 13 Pro Max, which is showing up soon because her second phone, which is the iPhone 12, I'm not sure if it's a Pro Max. Maybe probably was. She does always max out on her phones. That was given to Nader.
They can't do the blood test today. She's too upset. Are you really, Sandy and Ange? Oh, is it a painkiller? Excuse me.
Okay, so that's what happened. Somebody's calling her again. We're paused. Oh, she's back. Let's go back over.
Oh, knock, knock. You're killing me here with the Monty.
Right, natural ginger.
Treats! I got some gabapentin for Casey Sorrow. What? I don't want you to fall here. No. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. So they put a pad there. It's okay.
Yeah, Diva, loyalty means nothing to her. Everybody is replaceable. No matter how many years or how much of your life, you know, you've been a part of.
No.
Hey, Shoshana.
They didn't offer her a sedative. For this time, I don't know why. I don't know. They said to come back. They gave me the sedative to come back with. Hi, baby girl. You have a pad to poop on. Okay, guys, I'm going home. Just hold on. We're going home. Going home. Hard to do these things alone. Things alone. Just hold on, we're going home.
Oh, can she really not sing now? Please, thanks.
I got my eyes on you.
Exactly, Zardoz. That's what I've been saying.
I'm exhausted.
The way how she was tossing that crate around really shows you her care for her animal that's been with her for, what, 17 years, since 2005.
What?
Can you imagine?
Oh.
Can you imagine tossing around your family member that's been with you since 2005?
Oh. Yes.
Hey, go hands, girl.
Okay, sweetie. Okay, sweetie. Let me hold this. Yes. 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 I got my eyes. Okay, BB angels. BB angels.
Exactly, natural ginger.
I know. I know. I'm dropping you off. And
good morning on my last
that
nerve.
Somebody sent me some flowers. Somebody sent me flowers. So sweet.
Smash that like button, everybody.
Did we find out ever? She sent herself those flowers, didn't she?
I got my eyes on.
That's what I want to know, Terry K. Did they clean her up? Well, she's not worried about the smell, so I'm thinking they did.
I have to agree, Diva.
Sweetie. What? What? Sweetie. Yeah, they didn't even ask me for a sedative. Would make sense to just sedate her now, but her heart rate was 220, so they didn't want to give her anything. Didn't even give her shots.
Good morning, Kelly.
Sweetie.
Right, Arrow. I agree.
And then Mr. Sam. So I gotta give her this gabapentin in her food 3 hours before I bring her next Wednesday. And then the 3rd I have my piercing. Hey, sweetie. Yeah. We're going home. We're going back. We're going home.
Then I'm gonna...
One small moose, I'm assuming they cleaned her up because she's not talking about the smell.
Maybe we should go somewhere haunted to eat today. What? You don't like that idea?
Is sugar free?
Baby angel, how I love her.
Oh, shush.
She's an angel to me.
Good morning, Norma.
What? Hold your nerves.
If anybody...
Calm your horses.
Calm your horses.
We're gonna be home in 10 minutes, BB Jens. That's already finished. You're all set.
It's all finished. You're all set. Remember when I told you they noticed the signs of neglect? Listen carefully. The next shots fired are at them. Ooh.
Yes. You're no longer a neglected animal. You're no longer a neglected animal. Right, BB Junes? Yes, BB Junes. Today's Saturday?
Hi there, Cherry Ripe.
We're worried about the police coming to get you for neglect on a weekend.
Today's a weekend day.
What's up?
Why is the vet open on a Saturday this late? Maybe they're open till 5 or something. I don't know. Oh yes, BB Jens. By the age of 40, I would like to have a house. So I have a couple years.
Well, you got
and
a
I'm not
box in
settling for
Kuwait
less
instead.
ever again. I want my Prince Charming. I'm a beast. Are you a beast? You are a beast.
Poor BBJ.
BBJ Jewel. She's a sweet angel. BB Angel. We're gonna cuddle and stuff. We're gonna cuddle like... Oh,
Right?
yes, we are.
It is cats.
And you pooped on my shirt. I won't forget this. I'm just shooting the garbage or what? What? Actually, I should order some pet pads.
Just an update, guys. Heather's channel still is not back. She still has not come back on YouTube.
From Amazon or the dollar store. You guys want to go dollar store shopping one of these days?
For sure, go hands, girl.
I'm going to be planning out my content because I agree. This is an end of an era, so it's going to be a little messy and everything. You're such a good girl. She's looking at me. You are a BB angel. Yes.
Right, Antonio?
All BBJ wanted was
Isn't
love.
that far?
She probably would have even accepted
You're
fake
such
love.
a good girl. You're a good girl.
Good morning, Hugh.
You are. Yes. You are.
Okay.
Exactly.
I can't get over it. I can't get over it. It's just disbelief. And the doctor said you're ugly because you have bald spots, but other than that, you're in good health. Yes. BBJ. Yes, BBJ. BBJ. What?
Me too, Diva.
What? The doctor said you might have an overactive thyroid because of your nails growing.
So as of February 26, 2022, you knew she had thyroid issues, and her nails would grow exceptionally fast being old age and having thyroid issues.
Going fast, and because you're skinny. That's what she said. Yes.
Oh, really, Jarella?
I know. And you weren't a good girl. Tried to attack the vet.
Exactly, Izzy. BBJ is not fine, but she'll always say she's fine, it's okay, no problem. But what else is she just not telling us?
You're high strung. But it's okay. You're old, BBJ. Yes. You're old.
Right, Punky? I always say that. How can she have been online for this many years and not realize what she should and shouldn't say online? Even if you have those disgusting thoughts going in your head, which your average person would not have, you don't have to always say them out loud, Chantel.
Right, overactive thyroid. Gotcha. Write it down. Put it in your notes. Let's see what she says next week. Wednesday.
She actually ended up keeping the next 2 follow-ups. But that's because they threatened her with legal action. It's also why she was scared and made Roman go with her.
Let's see if she'll cancel or reschedule because she's supposed to go to Quebec City for whatever reason. Drive around, do something. I have no idea.
All right, guys. Yes, BBJ. We're home. And you get to go come back home and have treats. Yes. Yeah. 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 What? What?
Exactly, CM Cakes.
This is the Knock Knock It's Karma video. Which they, they gathered clips from all over. But that's why it's Monty.
Coming. We're almost home, eh?
We didn't. Okay.
Are you mad
like
at
we
me?
didn't somehow get on Monty's page.
What? Good grief, BBJ. Oh. BBJ! I know! God.
Poor BBJ.
You have to yell at me.
Hi there, Cuddles.
Why are you yelling at me? BBJ! Coming. Okay. Home care instructions. They're for you!
Majestic Mama, hi there.
They're for you! For the love of God! What? I'm coming. Give me 2 minutes, BB Jens. She's not getting ice cream. I'm kidding. Do you want some ice cream? Hey? You want some ice cream? See you guys in the purse.
So we are back already. Okay.
Live on my phone, on my computer. So look out for my live stream in 5 minutes.
Okay, so she's gone. All right, so she's gone. She's gonna stream from the computer.
So,
I don't know who these people are, but they had her overly concerned with her guilt getting found out all day long. It even took precedence over BBJ. Well, of course.
I'm being harassed a lot, and I know people are going to do
Good
that.
morning. I have no filter.
Because they want drama. They want me to talk about this case. They want me to go on about it. So I'm just going to say, I'm just going to block you. Like, especially on, like, Instagram. People saying things like, we are putting together a case of all of the stuff you've done online. And I just want you to know that you're actually going to make things worse. Like, I'm not talking about this.
Hey, kitty boop.
At all. But I want you to know, no matter what I've done online, no matter how many times I've farted, no matter how many times I've smoked weed or taken edibles or admitted to doing cocaine,
Hemming Smith
doesn't excuse that he fucking hit me. Even if he only did it once, he hit me. Where am I looking at? The camera. So me smoking weed does not excuse that. No matter what you put together in my live streams, I have nothing to hide. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of you, and I'm not afraid of your harem. And I'm going to pursue this to the full extent of the law. And if I lose, I lose, but I'm gonna fight. And that's all I have to say. So you can all try to intimidate me all you want.
Hey, Slinky.
But you're just gonna piss me off, and I'm just gonna fight harder. So that's it. Goodbye. They can't arrest you for
So
things you previously
aggravating.
did. Exactly. This is not a case against me. That's what they don't realize. This is not going to be me and him going to Judge Judy and being like, well, she did this and she did this about me online. In that case, he would have to go to civil court, take me to civil court for whatever. Abuser enablers. Abuser enable, exactly. So if you fund this person, I seen someone like sending them like fucking super chats. Well, you are supporting an abuser. That's well, you are supporting an abuser, sexual assault abuser. So have good. I hope you feel good about that. Fuck you. Yeah, BBJ has to go back. But I'm kind of like, I feel bad. But I'm kind of like, I feel bad. Nothing is wrong with BBJ. Everyone keeps forcing her to take it to the vet.
Broke her CPAP. Allegedly.
That's what I was thinking,
wanna go
Dot,
upstairs.
because he had so many phones. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh shit! I did not see that coming.
Oh, dead. I'm fucking dead. FFG, how sweet is BBJ?
Oh, she's doing great. She's doing great. The next appointment is on the 16th, and after then there'll be another update. Next, we're
Would you
doing
rather
bloods and
do
urine
it
test
dead with
again
DD for
to see if the infection is
men,
gone
or
from the
would you
urinary
rather
tract
do it
infection,
DD,
and to see if
100%?
the calibration of the hyperthyroid meds. So, salad ain't hitting that. I mean,
yeah, I can't see it. You know what? I don't know.
yeah, that fucking pinching cat thing is so weird.
What? Is that something you used to do, Chantal?
Probably. That
Yeah.
seems like projection to me.
Projection indeed. I mentioned in older videos, Chantel told us all her stories about how she used to pinch her sister's nose. She went on to make a video called My Bullies about a girl she went to school with who gave Chantel a cat, and the cat didn't survive, and the girl said Chantel killed the cat. Marley Hendricks also has a video on her past pet care, or lack thereof, where she squeezed her hamster to death. I also gave you lust from the 7 deadly sins.
Like, do you guys hear how he's upset, like, crazy about Pete? Like, this is not normal. Like, Pete called you a fucker or whatever because of me. Okay? Like, if you had a friend of 20 years who you went to and, like, cried about a relationship, your friend would probably hate your girlfriend too. And then you expect me to just drop him like a sack of shit when he's done more for me than you probably ever will? I mean, Pete's find a therapist is crucial to Kate's. Yeah. Like, Pete's find a therapist is crucial.
What did you squeeze and how hard?
Yeah. Like, Pete's find a therapist
I
is
guess
crucial.
you needed someone new to pinch now that your sister's grown up. Watch the shadow of BBJ. She literally is still for a minute and then hobbles off. Watch the shadow.
Pete's find a therapist is crucial. Kate. Yeah. Like, I really never. I really never.
Now, after everything I've shown you, remembering it is Chantel's character to severely downplay things, I want to show you something about her need to pinch and squeeze, especially when angry.
You like frogs? No way! I'm afraid to pick one up because once I mishandled the frog too hard, I think I pressed on its belly and its guts came out. I felt really fucking bad. Sorry, TMI, but that was so horrifying. It traumatized me, and I never want to touch another frog again in my life.
Please don't.
I felt so bad. I picked it up too rough or something. I don't know what happened. I know, Jack.
If you squeeze a frog's belly hard enough to make its guts come out, it's far more than just mishandling. Remember in the beginning, I told you about the campaigns. This is her newest one, and we're all included.
What people are doing is blowing something so out of proportion and causing a lot of false outrage.
Come on up, Casey. Come on.
Good morning, What If? This is genuine concern. I have never seen this come from Chantel, not even on the way home from the vet when she was in pain. It is a shame BBJ's suffering has been reduced to false outrage.
Oh, jeez. Are you actually okay? That is concerning.
What people are saying is 100% not true. No, but how do you know she's in pain? Like, people just make assumptions like they're a veterinarian. I'm gonna take her whenever I get back.
90% of you think she is returning her iPhone today. Well, not today, just in general.
If the vet says that she's suffering or something, yeah, I will euthanize her.
This video and subsequent videos showing BBJ in Pizza's care are what really set off this firestorm. Viewers began to notice that she was hobbling around and seeming to have trouble in general. They started commenting about it both to Pete's and to Foodie, and she wasn't too happy about that.
Okay. BBJ has been limping down. If I hear any more about BBJ, I swear.
She wants food, but unfortunately, I think we're actually out of cat food.
It is sad. Fox and the Hound? I don't remember that. Pretty Lady BBJ! Look, she's going in the sink now for water. She's very odd. I'm gonna tell the vet about this. I'm gonna get to BBJ in a minute, I swear to fucking God. Stop with BBJ.
Like, people are insane. It's just ridiculous. So I'm trying not to even address those dumb comments. Like, she's been limping, not limping, she's been going that way for like at least a year or two. She doesn't ever, even going up the stairs, she doesn't ever run down them.
This person is a high school mean girl bully, miserable with themselves, and they project, her and her audience project on me every day. They steal my content and they make fun of me with it. So those same people here are coming on here and using animal abuse as a form of justifying their own vile actions towards me.
The abuse claims are valid, and any breathing person with a beating heart gets upset at abuse. Only narcissists with no soul are okay with animal abuse.
So to make a long story short, I moved to the Middle East. The animal abuse allegations started when I announced publicly that I would have to rehome my pets.
No, the allegations started long before moving to Kuwait. We, the viewers, have noticed the neglect for a long time, and the more we begged her to get the cat help, the more she refused. People even sent money for the vet. She still refused, just to spite us. And that, my friend, is true
I don't need to bring my cats to the vet right now, so I'm not going to. So there. Like, that's like...
BBJ's nails were embedded at the time this video was made. She had also stopped eating as much and was very thin. By the time she got her to the vet, she was very sick, throwing up, and the neglect was very obvious.
Saying, well, people are bugging you to do this. Why don't you just do it to shut them up? No, how about they just shut up and let me live my life? I am not going to take my cats to the vet just because people want me to. Should I give the cats back to BB? No. Hi, sweetie. Well, not BB Junes, but Sam. I'm just kidding. No, I just like it. No, I'm just thinking of like who, like properly. Like I just feel like I want to do things.
Now, one of them is 5 years old. And
her mother found the home wherever Sam may be. Chantel was negligent in properly screening where BBJ was going. Shocker.
I easily could rehome him. I did find him a very good home with somebody that, a friend of the family's. Now, I also had another cat, BBJ, who I've had since 2004. She was my first cat since being on my own. When I got her, she was 1 to 2 years old. I rescued her from a shelter. She's a beautiful Nebelong and gray long hair cat, and she's 21 years old approximately now. So she's lived a very good long life with me. Now, my mental health is not good, and it's recently declined a lot.
She neglects
so
every home. Remember the roaches from BB's?
And some people think that I neglected my pets. Now, I'll explain why they say that. So what happened was this complete psycho bully from YouTube actually is always trying to insert herself in my life. Actually befriended my ex-best friend as well.
Chantel neglected. Shocker, she neglects relationships too.
To insert herself in my life. Now, going further, she found out that I may have to rehome BBJ. So I did come to Kuwait before, and I had to return back to Canada. So I returned back to Canada for about a month, and in that time I was going to close up everything I had to do there, including what to do with the pet. Now, I thought it would be in their best interest to not...
She's been looking for a way to get rid of her cats long before Kuwait.
Have them travel the 17 to 20 hours it would take, depending with the layover time, to come to Kuwait and to live here in this apartment. It's a smaller place.
Should I give the cats back to BB? No. Hi, sweetie. Well, not BB Junes, but Sam. I'm just kidding. No, I just like it.
Yeah,
no,
I
just
agree,
thinking of like, who, like properly, like I just feel like...
You're planning that the death of your old cat will be your freedom to give up the young one.
I want to do things.
So I thought that my cat Sam would be happier with someone else. And BBJ, I wasn't too sure. She's had a lot of health problems. I could tell she's been declining. I've lived with her for 20 years. I suspected she had arthritis because she did limp a little bit.
She's been limping, not limping. She's been going down the stairs.
Part of that, her claws, as I read.
As I read this one and her lies, her manipulations are so subtle she didn't read it. She was told many times by many vets. Good morning, Dax.
Part of that, her claws, as I read, older animals, their claws actually grow a lot longer because they don't scratch.
So as of February 26, 2022, you knew she had thyroid issues and her nails would grow exceptionally fast being old age and having thyroid issues.
Your nails growing fast and because you're skinny.
She stopped scratching. But with BBJ, what happened was this bully reached out to me offering to take BBJ and I refused. I'm not going to give somebody who's been bullying me for years my pet to take care of. Mind you, she did have 2 pets of her own that she ended up having to euthanize. She was villainizing me for wanting to take BBJ to the vet for a consultation on possible end-of-life consultation, depending on her well-being, because it's about her quality of life at this point. What kind
Is it really about her quality of life, though?
of ailments she had, and to also get her nails taken care of.
No, she's villainized for her refusal to take the cat to the vet and get her known medical issues treatment just to stick it to her haters. The only reason she had this vet appointment was because BBJ stood in the way of her happiness. She wasn't looking to treat the cat. She was looking to dispose of the cat. Don't hate us because we still saw the value in BBJ and believed her life was worth saving. The new vet agreed. The last vet visit was over a year ago, despite Chantel knowing the cat's nails needed cut once a month.
I mean, I don't think I'll be taking them twice. Sorry. Let's just be real. Unless they're really sick. Sorry, BBJ. I didn't even take my grandma to the doctor twice a year when she was geriatric.
Thank you,
I don't
AR.
need to bring my cats to the vet right now, so I'm not going to.
Is that what we talked about?
So there. Like, that's like saying, well, people are bugging you to do this. Why don't you just do it to shut them up? No, how about they just shut up and let me live my life? I am not going to take my cats to the vet just because people want me to.
When I was in Kuwait, I video timed with my roommate who was taking care of my pets for me. And
because the pain had finally gotten to her and she had a mini seizure. We all knew it was her nails because we had seen her nails from the camera. We begged her to get them cut before she left. She refused. She knew it was her nails.
I asked him to show me her nails. At the time, it was a little hard to see, but they looked fine to me.
Really? They're not hard to see at all. Looks pretty clear to me.
They looked like decent, like they could wait till I get home. And she does have long hair on her feet, so it's a little hard to see.
Thanks, AR. She really must expect us to be a special kind of stupid to believe that BBJ's nails didn't grow in the last year and only grew that fast in the 30 days she came home. No, they've been that way, and she knew it.
Now, BBJ, actually,
Yes,
anytime I
AR.
touch her paws, she doesn't like that. And when I especially would try to cut her nails, she shrieks a lot. So it makes me very nervous to do it. So I prefer to have it done by a veterinarian. So when I got home from Kuwait, I made an appointment to see a specific vet in my hometown, the vet I know that has seen her before and has her file.
But other than that, like, she thought she seemed like a bit small. She weighs like 6.5 pounds. But she doesn't know hers. Like, she doesn't know hers. Like, she was always that small.
So I did it. It was a few weeks, maybe 3 weeks later, and when her appointment was, and that was to see if she was able to be rehomed or if I should euthanize her. And to me, that is my choice as a pet owner. Yeah, I was villainized by these people over and over and over. And the reason is for their own selfish motivation, because they make money off of creating drama and verbally abusing me.
I am so glad you brought this up. I recently received a comment on one of my videos telling me they wanted to leave me a gift, but I wasn't monetized. I so badly wanted to tell them it was by design, but didn't want to give up this moment because I knew this day would come. I am not monetized for that very purpose. Chess, not checkers. Not only am I not monetized, I promote and build up the community around me. Never, ever get it twisted. You and I are not the same.
This is how they make a living. This person makes an insane amount of money being an internet bully mean girl. That whole community on YouTube is extremely toxic. I thought it would be, but I digress. The point is to talk about this animal abuse. So what's being done is false outrage. So because I told this bully, no, she cannot have my pet, she actually did something vile and deceitful. And she actually had one of her family members, her sister-in-law, persistently messaged me through Instagram DMs, reassuring me that she's this lonely woman, she's very ill in bed, she would be able to really take care of BBJ. Just very reassuring, sent me pictures and things like that of her home. You know, I really wanted to take the time to make sure that she would be suitable, and I fell for it.
No, you were negligent in proper vetting and took no time to investigate this. You've investigated the lives of your haters more than you did the rehousing of your cat. This time, it bit you in the butt. You never took the time to ask if she knew FFG. You never took the time to go check her place. You got very lucky BBJ got her. You would have given her to anyone. You're a neglectful person in everything you do. Good morning, Moon. Excuse me.
And so this bully of mine, so I had
I think what it is,
right?
Diva, at least this is what it was for me. So I think what it is she has new people coming in all the time. That's why she has such a, turnaround, and she loses people in bulk at times. Because people think, she's the person that she tries to portray to us. But then people realize the more that, they watch and they're in her chat and everything, they realize who she really is, and then they leave. At least that's how it was for me. I came on thinking all the reaction channels and everything were bullies and they were just picking on her. And it took me months to realize, no, what they were saying was true.
Remember this. So whenever I agreed to rehome my pet BBJ to this person,
I know, I love
who
it.
I trusted, to have,
That's what the first part of this stream was. We were going over Milky's content.
If I had known they had anything to do with this psycho, sorry for lack of a better term, but I can't think of any other word for that kind of behavior. And it's really weird that more people don't see it. But anyway, it was set. She wanted to pick up the cat right away. Said she would take care of all the vet bills. And I did actually, in my DMs with her, say, well, you want to pick up the cat tomorrow? I actually have a vet appointment tomorrow to bring BBJ to have her checked out and to have her nails trimmed, because I did have another look at the nails, or tried to as best as I could. And it did look like they were growing into the pads. And this did happen once before in BBJ's later years.
Liar, liar, liar. Once. It's happened to every single cat she's ever owned. Wait, so Tim, hold on. Don't go too fast.
Best as I could. And it did look like they were growing into the pads. And this did happen once before in BBJ's later years.
Wait, so Timbit's nails were the same. And why in the F would she not vaccinate those cats? I can't stand these two animal abusers. R.I.P. Timbit. Yeah, I just found this out, that all she needed to do for Timbit to be able to roam the house was to get all of the cats' shots for feline leukemia, and it would have been fine. Timbit wouldn't have had to hibernate in Pete's room. I just found that out. That's gross. Look at what I saw on Reddit. It's Timbit. Look at his nails. Oh, I don't want to. The last night before she handed BBJ over, she posted a community post about the nails, and I saw many, many comments saying the same thing. It was a preemptive way of covering her abuse and neglect, and the cat's nails would be very bad. They were also very visible. This didn't just happen in the last 30 days she was home. I've seen people in the comments for months telling her the nails were really bad and needed help. She deleted the comments to avoid accountability, saying as going to do something doesn't make up for the fact that you didn't. Negligence. I keep saying this. Her saying I was going to take the cat to the vet. Like, do we need to get a whiteboard out to explain this to her, because she still is saying the same things. You saying I was going to take her to the vet. This is a year after you were told you needed to bring her back in a month and a half, and you didn't. That's not you saying I was going to take her to the vet isn't what you should have been saying in March of this year. You should have been saying when I had taken her to the vet, because she should have been to the vet a few times probably in the past year. Well, as FFG already said, those injections are once a month, so she should have been to the vet 12 times by now. Good morning, Chili. Morning, Hobbs.
Because I didn't realize how fast they were growing. But hers,
lies.
The nails get really coarse and
Good
they grow
morning,
at a very
GC.
rapid rate because of that. So they were
overgrown. Well, first of all, when you took her to the vet last year, this time, they told you that she was going to need them cut regularly to keep them okay. You were supposed to take her back in another month and a half, and they were going to retrim them. But you never took her. You didn't take her in a month and a half. You didn't take her in 2 months. You didn't take her in 4 months. You didn't take her in 6 months. You didn't take her. Actually, you never took her because you were going to take her before you got rid of her so that you could talk the vet into a bunch of lies so that the vet would put her down.
Grown, and yes, I do feel bad for that. Does that make me a horrible animal abuser? And no, it doesn't, because this one incident or even 2 incidents of the nails being an issue, again, I was away in Kuwait for 3 months, so I didn't really have the scope of the situation until I came back. And even if you think I should have taken her right away instead of a couple of weeks later, a few weeks later, whatever, that still doesn't make me a horrible animal abuser, because there are actual people out there who really abuse their animals.
Neglect is
and not just
abuse.
That. I've taken really good care of her for 20 years. My pets love me. Having to rehome your pets is a distressing thing enough to do. Like, people act like I was happy to do it and just ditch my pets for a man.
Oh, we thought that you were happy to do it. I don't know. It might have something to do with the fact that you continually made jokes about her taking a dirt nap or acting as if it was a bother to you and an inconvenience to you that she was still living and hadn't keeled over yet. Should we go on, Chantel? Hold on. Let me go back for this.
It doesn't, because this one incident or even 2 incidents of the nails being an issue, again, I was away in Kuwait for 3 months, so I didn't really have the scope of the situation until I came back.
It's not even about 1 or 2 times that it happened. It should never have happened at all.
And even if you think I should have taken her right away instead of a couple of weeks later, a few weeks later, whatever, that still doesn't make me a horrible animal abuser, because
now, because you're saying this on TikTok, your wording is quite different. Now, if you had been on YouTube giving the same video, you would have said something to the effect of, even though you thought I should have taken her sooner or whatever, stay mad. That's how you would have talked to us. You're going on to TikTok and you're pretending to be somebody totally different than who you really are, which, we're used to that. We've seen that how many times now?
Because there are actual people out there who really abuse their animals. And not just that, I've taken really good care of her for 20 years. My pets love me. Having to rehome your pets is a distressing thing enough to do. Like, people act like I was happy to do it and just ditch my pets for a man.
Whatever you say, but why are you mad? Exactly. Nothing like a pizza party to celebrate abandoning your pets. I guess so. I guess this is a Sam farewell party.
no, this is my soulmate. Thank you very much. And I have a right to be happy in my life. Circumstances change in life. And moving here is something that I want to do for my life. And we're also going to be traveling. So this is for their best interest. I don't believe in prolonging a cat's life if they're not going to have the quality of life at that age and they're just going to have to be euthanized. She's the biggest hero for saving BBJ. So now she's milking this to the max, even though I said I would take the cat to the vet and have her looked at, make sure she's rehomable. But no, because if I had done that, then this bully would not have more content to milk and to try to ruin my reputation with, now with this hashtag of animal abuse.
If you would have wanted to, you would have. Nothing keeps you from what you want. Your reputation was ruined long before BBJ.
So you can hashtag all you want. You can cancel me all you want. I've been canceled thousands of times before. And you're not going to prevent me from speaking my mind and being here for my fans and my followers and people who enjoy me and understand that I'm not an animal abuser. That's the story. I am a mess. I'm a train wreck. And I realize this is why people watch me, but I'm still a human being. And I loved my pets. And I still wake up every day, like, in a little bit of disbelief that they're not here. So to have that traumatic experience, it was traumatic for me to have to do that. To know that your elderly cat that you only wanted to do the best for, whether that was...
Yeah, it was all about BBJ. Everything was about BBJ. She was so loved. She was so taken care of. Blah, 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 blah.
Rehoming her, she was fit, or whether to put her down in humane euthanasia. I'm being called a cat killer for humane euthanasia, even though this bully euthanized her 2 pets. So the hypocrisy is just outstanding. And it's just a toxic community, and it's not something I want to address anymore. And it's not...
Again, the difference, Chantel, is that an actual vet told FFG that there was no hope, that she should put them down. A vet, Chantel, told her it was time. Nobody told you it was time for BBJ. You just were inconvenienced because she lived longer than you thought she should have.
Something I will be on this video or series of videos. It's just not going to happen. And like I said, cancel me, do what you want, but just leave me alone. And if you can't, that's fine. I will just block and just focus on God and my newfound journey and my husband and you guys, my followers. There's some of you who have been here for me through the whole thing. I've been on social media for since 2017. It's not easy. It's so cutthroat. But it is rewarding for people like you guys. You know who you are. And also, it's gotten me through a lot of tough times. You know, the other side of the coin, is that it's gotten me through a lot of tough times. And it's given me an outlet to talk about a lot of things. So that I appreciate. As for the BBJ situation, people rely on verbally abusing me, body shaming me, targeting me, creating drama that will get them clicks and views, even if it's false. There's so many things that are false. It's like a really crappy version of the tabloids. If that can even be possible for me to say crappy version of the tabloids, because tabloids are crappy. So anyways, if you're here, I hope you listen to my story and I hope you understand. And that's about it.
In my opinion, lying more will make it worse. So don't even say anything. Just fucking go online, act like nothing happened. Like, don't even answer.
That's you, not me, sorry.
Just fucking do your thing, smile, ignore the shit. And if the cops come to me, I have a story, but don't put it online. Yeah, I'm not ready to cry and say all this other shit. So I'm just gonna ignore people too. That's the only way. That's the best way. So.
Toxic people condition you to believe the problem isn't the abuse itself, but instead your reaction to their abuse. It's so fucking nailed it.
That's a good... That was a good shot at the end. Look at her face, you guys. It's gotten so bad you can see that through the filter. All right. Hold on. I want to just make sure I get the link for Knock Knock so I can put it in the description. Here it is again in chat if anybody wants to head over and give them a sub and like that video that we just watched, which was Foodie Beauty in Abuse. I know, no filter. I get it. I get it. She's really ticked a lot of us off. And it doesn't matter. She keeps saying she's not going to talk about the cats anymore, blah, blah, blah. Please don't, Chantel, because every time you talk about it, you continue on with the same lies and the same story that you've been trying to sell us. And it's all untrue. And it makes us really want to just like pull our hair out and scream. So we would appreciate it if you would stop addressing it, please. All right, guys, I think that is going to be it for me today. We are going to try to get together for the Twitch Hangout. So if I don't see you guys tonight or this weekend, keep an eye out for the community post, and everybody have a great weekend. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Sean, for all of the gifted memberships, and welcome to all our new members. Thank you, mods, and thank you, subs and members and everybody that comes and watches. I love you guys all. I will see you later.
Salah's just messaging me from his other apartment.
Isn't this a surprise?
I really don't get how people don't get it through their heads that this man loves me.
I don't know how to deal with the emotion. If he doesn't love me after one fight, he never